What's up, everybody?
Oh, okay, yeah. Caught me off guard that time. Didn't see that coming.
It's your host, Joe / Rinka Best Girl.
What? No!
I'm here with my co-host, Cutier Than Thou, also known as Yuri. We have our special guest, Rotom, the creator of Rin. Let's go ahead and get started.
Hey guys. Hello, I'm Sentimental Rotom. I'm the one that brought Rin Tezuka from Katawa Shoujo to life. Just in terms of dialogue and expressions, that is. So, hey, glad to be on here.
Did you write that? Because it sounds rehearsed.
Yep. Hey, don't judge me.
I just fucking wing it every time, man.
Well, I'm not the most confident, so, well, yeah, I'm here anyway, so.
All right, now he's off the script.
Yes, I am.
We gotta shut it down. He's going too far.
Oh no, I only wrote this far in.
I'm your host, Detective Joe. Gonna be playing detective one more time.
Oh yeah, you're back to being a detective.
Just for today, or just for this little bit. Yeah.
Oh god. You thought that the Xenoblade rants went on for a while last time. Just get ready for this shit.
I've got notes, motherfucker.
Yes. I had notes like the very first podcast we did, and I didn't even use them.
Well, there you go.
All right. So Rotom, nice that we've got you introduced. Yep. Yuri, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi there. I'm your friend and lover, Yuri Space Pirate. You know who I am, and if you don't, what are you even doing here? Go back and listen to all the other podcast episodes I was in. They're the best ones, except that one where I said nothing.
1 second. I seem to have misplaced my notes.
I think you were last on during International Women's Day.
Yes, I was. And then I said, I won't come back until I have got some proper finished work to show off. And then I didn't.
Does Akko count?
I think that was post Akko.
Was it? I don't remember.
Mistaken?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done nothing of value since then, so.
Well, I do believe that you have been working on something during the Masquerade contest, at least.
Ooh, what's going on there?
What you believe, but
I've already promised not. I've already promised not to dox Yuri because I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Yeah, well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your last guess, I believe, was wrong.
Could be someone completely different. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean. But anyways, enough of that. Let's.
God, so we have two guests this time, and neither of them actually sound like Namasp.
Yep. Although I may have a little something planned for later on in this episode.
What?
Is it Namasp?
Not yet, but
is it Napster?
Yeah.
Given enough time, everybody becomes Masp.
I think Namasp and she might be a little busy today.
Yeah, and masps and typewriters. Given enough time, everybody will become an Masp. Anyway, it's with that out of the way, let us go over our upcoming projects. Ooh, fuck! I just forgot. We're supposed
to officially doing this first now.
Oh wait, do we normally do that second? Okay, yeah.
We do, but it's fine either way.
Whatever.
All right. Fuck! I forgot to ask before this episode started. For an order. Yuri, you start us off.
Like my
Emoticons.
upcoming projects.
Yep.
Okay. Well, my priority numero uno, I suppose, is maybe something for the Masquerade contest, or maybe not. Who's to say? All my posts about participating in it might just be not a red flag, but a red herring.
A ruse.
Yeah, that's been my main sort of priority, although I've not really been able to do much of that. And then also Zoe Honeypop has been a sort of secondary concern, sort of before the Masquerade kind of started. So hopefully, maybe I can finish something before the end of the year.
Yeah, nice.
Who'd have thought that Q would get a franchise mate?
I had
like before Zoe.
I had a feeling that she get a franchise make eventually.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I mean, there was somebody working on Audrey who then just disappeared into the ether and was never seen again.
As usual.
Yeah.
Did
Mhm.
Alpha Man tell you at all that he was working on Jesse?
No. I don't think so. Anyway, I think she was just like a surprise, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one.
He told
Yeah.
me just so I could put it on the dock. Even though like Hex considers that his domain and like he doesn't want anybody touching it.
Guess I've been NTR'd.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now we got a Team Honey Pop pretty soon.
Yeah. Hopefully that means somebody will be shackled to somebody and drag somebody down and or up.
Q still does perfectly fine for herself. I don't know what you're implying here.
No, I'm just I want to see how it shakes out, and maybe Jessie will drag her up. I guess it depends because we haven't really gauged how popular she'll be, and then I can shackle Zoe on and drag everybody back down again. The character that nobody is going to like.
Are you saying that in the current year, there's nobody who wants like the girl you're banging to like give you a communist manifesto?
The Communist
As it happens.
Manifesto.
As it happens? Are you saying there's not a market for that?
Yeah, no. I mean, I've not.
We must
I have
break
not-
the chains of the workers, but the chains of our lovers. We'll keep those on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you messed up the quote. It's "you have nothing to lose but your chains." Work in
I'm-
the world.
I'm
Unite.
not a communist.
And that was your first mistake.
You have nothing to lose but your virginity.
Yes. Good job, Spnanon.
Good job. Wow.
All right.
I'm stealing that and I'm writing it down right now.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, Rotom, what about you? What are your upcoming projects?
Well, Rin is on her way to sponsorship pretty dang soon. I'm just trying to get all the, just all the other stuff going on, all the reactions. And as for any upcoming projects, I'm probably gonna work with other Supercell projects. If you're familiar with the franchise Brawl Stars,
I've heard of it.
yeah, I might try to bring some of those characters onto there, kind of just to give a bit of variety. Yeah.
All right.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm honestly, I didn't think I would get this far into creation, honestly, but
Just
here I am.
plankton quote. I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this.
I don't know. I didn't think I'll get this far.
What episode is that from? What's the context for that?
It's
Army.
yeah, right. When he has the
He was hiding in the dollar, and he was like, aha!
right.
Mhm.
God, is it just every episode we have more than one Kato as shoujo developer on? It's going to be filled with SpongeBob quotes.
Oh, I didn't. Well, I've actually hid one SpongeBob reference. I think I did onto Rin herself. So
Yeah, I
might
mean,
as well go
I've
ahead, Megan.
got some SpongeBob references on the go for Emmy, to be sure.
They're so
And they're-
applicable all the
They're
time.
evil and diabolical.
And lemon scented.
Oh,
Evil plan Z can't possibly fail. Oh, you're talking about a different lemon SpongeBob quote.
No,
Oh.
I
Every-
was talking about that one.
Oh, you're talking about
every
plans.
villain
every-
is lemons.
Okay. For now, let's. Anything else on your end?
No, not really. Honestly, just Brawl Stars characters probably, and gotta get Rin on the roster. Try to get as many Katawa Shoujo characters as we can.
All right, Spnanon.
Wait, so who should the fourth one be?
It's gonna be Lily.
Lily. Oh yeah.
Is that the blind one?
Yes.
I should tell you that Bokeman, who like the actual art creator that did written for my end, if you've seen some of the previous episodes, well, he's kind of on his own for Lily, so he's actually doing some of the dialogue.
What? I thought Viz was working on her.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought Viz was doing that.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah,
He
I
might
mean,
have
I mean that's what I've heard anyway.
He might have just like decided.
I mean, either way, I'm pretty glad that
I
Lily's
really-
pretty she's gonna hit testing pretty soon, I think.
I hope that
Oh,
he at
boy.
least gets to implement like the. Well, I don't know whether she will just play very badly or whether.
You know, Braille cards, basically. I know everybody's saying that.
Yeah. Because I did make like an alternate set of those for use with her.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You could just have like someone helping her.
Kind of like Rin, you know how Emmy's kind of helping her strip her clothes off.
That
I
is
guess.
true, but also I feel like just having like alternate car skins could just be like a fun feature in general. Just like
That'd be great.
you know, just
I mean,
we have
it'd be
we have
cool to
backgrounds.
their own design.
We have backgrounds. We have alt costumes. Might as well have alternate car skins.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Like, it'd be cool, like, if every character had, like, a different set of cards. Like, kind of just to represent their franchise or something.
I know the real Poker Night has like unlockable card decks,
Yeah.
and I think card backs, and people were talking about that.
Yeah,
There's
we
just
have
not a lot
people
of
talking
extra
about it for a while.
So we'd have to make a lot of them offline only.
Yeah, dude, would we? Do you
Yes, we
forget
would.
that we have infinite space now?
Don't fucking
yeah.
act that way. There's no
Yeah.
such thing as infinite space, Joe.
We have a lot of space.
People used to think the ocean was infinite and it would hold all of our trash forever.
Yeah. It's only
Oh, the
gonna
world's a
fill
big
up.
place. It's infinite. We have infinite space. Infinite resources.
Spnanon,
What?
upcoming projects. Have they changed?
Don't you fucking know by now?
Yes, but
Is this someone's first episode? Episode 37?
I'm being courteous.
Fubuki, One Punch Man, probably.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I keep like posting a model of her. Just need some time to like pose her or something, and then I guess I could do it if I find the free time. You know, a lot of work stuff just catching me up, or hanging me up.
Same.
Updates, doing targets, doing responses. Got to get them a little more up to date than they are. They're falling behind. I'm losing my mojo. Can't do that shit.
Alrighty. My end, all the same. Besides, of course, my Masquerade.
Oh, yeah.
Which I have done about half of my part already.
Nice. Well, I seem to be the only one that's actually not a part of the Masquerade this year.
Nope, Spnanon isn't.
How do you know that?
Because I know you.
Chris.
Spnanon, you and I have been hosting this for over a year now. I've got a good enough read on your personality to know that this isn't something you'd put
I
in
know
the
you
title.
know that.
Yeah.
And I know you know that I know that.
Yeah, I'm not so good with collaboration, so I mean, granted, Pokemon helped me with the model.
I was gonna say, says
Yeah.
man whose first character was a collaboration.
Shh. I know, but I did the dialogue by myself at least, so. Yep, that's all me, really.
It's true. I wouldn't want someone touching my dialogue.
Yeah,
I know.
It's my baby.
It is my baby. Dialogue is a lot of fun, honestly.
I much prefer the art department, but that's exactly why this has been such an interesting experience. Because, well, I don't want to give away all the information. So, for now,
There's like an exact goal to reach with the art most of the time, perfect 1-to-1. So someone else's helping hand usually like improves it
I suppose
rather
so.
than dilutes it and like makes it weird because you have two different tones in dialogue.
I remember my first attempt at making Rin before Pokemon just came in. I remember that. Ugh, absolute train wreck.
Alrighty. So for now, let's talk about changes to the game. First thing that happened was Heart Gold and Soul Silver's version of Misty getting added to the game, making the first good Pokemon character.
Excuse me. I mean,
Yeah,
Roxy.
yes.
I mean, Roxy.
I thought
Oh,
you were
wait,
going to say
Roxy's
Heart
not.
Gold and Soul Silver came out.
Yeah.
It was like, Joe, that was 9 years ago.
Moon is good. Fight me on this.
All right, so what's the total? It seems like we have a lot of Pokemon characters, and they're just each and every one has been a swing and a miss.
We had Dawn and May, who
Dawn,
are
who didn't have her fucking hat.
Unfortunately,
May's face was like long.
May is like she
Yes.
fell head first into like a taffy pulling machine.
She looks like that dude from the movie who's got the really weird looking face, and like a blind girl falls in love with him.
yeah.
Elephant Man.
Roxy was probably pretty close. Unfortunately, she never made the light of day with the.
I wasn't much of a Roxy fan.
I don't think
thought
we
a
ever
lot
ended
of
up
it-
talking about Roxy on this podcast
We did not.
We did not, but
because she died by the time we got to the next episode.
Well, at least
wasn't-
yeah.
She was also really broken on release.
yeah, like she was very
I-
broken. Like a lot of the lines were just notes and stuff like that. Like it was not
Yeah,
a good
I guess it
impression.
just seemed to be
She
the
targeted
minority.
Beatrix with needle.
Yeah.
I was just like, well, what else needs to be said?
Groundbreaking!
Uh,
Sometimes I do that with Revy, where I'm just like, so anyone ever tell you you're a fucking sheep?
I remember you said you're gonna target Sandy back with that, back when I was working on her.
Anyone ever say you're a fucking squirrel? Yeah.
I
It's
genuinely.
like I just noticed the big fuck you needle on the syringe that you have for an arm.
I'm
in
so
your
sad
robo
that I
legs.
cannot talk about my Masquerade stuff because I think my Masquerade character is going to have some primo interactions with Revy.
Oh,
Is it
dear
Zoe?
God.
What's that?
Is it Zoe?
It's
No,
Garfield.
my Masquerade one. I wish I was making Garfield.
Oh dear God, no!
Why
Please.
do we have to bring up Garfield now?
Why do we have to bring up freaking Garfield?
Which I think brings us on to our discussion on the Masquerade.
No, it doesn't!
This
We
is
have to talk
actually,
about Misty!
this shit is actually mod abuse because they'll let fucking Garfield in and not Sonichu.
They won't. They won't. They won't.
You can't call Sonichu Chris Chan's OC because it's clearly just two copyrighted characters
Yeah.
stapled together.
You can't call Maya Team Vandred's OC because it's clearly just Say with sillier hair.
Yeah.
You mean Ray?
Yep.
So, Misty. Yuri.
Okay, so like full disclosure, I have not delved too deep into Misty, but you know, I have no
I'd go
surface
pretty
level
deep into
complaints.
Misty, if you know what I mean.
I think she's fine.
Does Misty hit on female players the way she does male players?
I've not investigated this, so I can't say. If she doesn't, well, that'll be my one complaint.
I didn't either.
You just haven't played with her, have you, at all, have you?
No, I have not. Well, I mean, I think I might have, but I just don't really remember it because it was when I was preparing a sponsorship for Emmy that I never finished.
Well, thankfully I have a bit more information, because, looking at my username, Pokemon stuff. That's kind of my mojo as well. Yeah,
Why?
my opinions on Misty, yes. Well, I've actually played her a lot more than usual. She's kind of been on the testing tables alongside Rin as well, which is a bit of a bonus. So I tend to use Rin, Emmy, Misty, and some other fourth character, kind of just to test out the interactions. And I gotta say, Misty, she is a pretty nice addition to this roster, because, like you said, Misty is probably one of the more in-depth characters out of the bunch. And let's just not talk about Moon.
Wait, we never finished shitting on all the other Pokemon characters. We have to do that
Yeah,
first.
we do not discuss Moon.
Moon
We
sucks.
did, though. There was Dawn and May, and they were boring and generic. Original Misty, who is Wii U.
FBI, open up!
Yeah.
Original Misty is like the standard for like old character that's like not interesting in the slightest. She doesn't move her legs.
Hex ran the math. She's objectively the worst.
Well, that was a while ago.
The numbers don't lie.
Yeah, he ran some statistics on like vote count and like line count and like popularity overall and stuff, and she was the worst overall.
Yeah, she might have been there just from the old days when there was like barely any animation, like if at all. So I think that's kind of why she got dropped a bit.
And then there's Moon, who
I mean, she's an interesting character, I guess, but
she does her own thing.
You tend to forget she's a Pokemon character.
Yes.
she almost doesn't act like it. I mean, the only reason why she's considered it is like some of the references she makes, like praise Tapu Koko, bad cards.
I mean, she also references Glove World, so she's just as much of a SpongeBob character.
That's hilarious, honestly. That was probably one of my favorite lines from her.
It's the only good line she has.
Alola.
She needs like she needs lines about like you have been visited by the Tapus of healthy meta.
Yes.
Anyway.
And I think that was all of them, other than Roxy. And yep, Roxy, Moon, Misty, May, and Dawn.
Yep.
The absolute rule, though, is that you have to have stilted Pokemon references no matter what.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
No doubt about it.
New Misty's not as bad about it, but
don't
still
expect any from me. There will be no Pokepuns on Gloria.
oh,
Who dealt me these cards? Was it villain from franchise?
Was it team
Giovanni,
whoever
maybe?
the fuck? Who's the villainous team in Sword and Shield? Do we know that yet?
Yeah.
Yell, Team Yell.
Team Yell.
Yes.
yeah.
Team. Okay, yeah. Was it Team Yell?
Team Yell.
Anyway.
Let's use a full restore on my clothing.
Sentimental Rotom.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you have anything else to say about New Misty?
Well, I just realized she has a lot less layers than she does in her classic. It's just something worth mentioning.
I imagine that'll get her a ton of plays as well.
Yeah.
Hasn't it already gotten her like a big chunk?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
One of the most played with like a bunch of characters.
Oh, definitely. Well, she hasn't fallen that way with Rin in a while, so it's interesting.
Well, being Misty helps, and having low layers helps.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody wants to play against like a boring girl that's like completely flat and also has 8 layers hiding all that.
Yep.
There's no reward underneath because she doesn't move her legs. It's not exactly a sexy look.
Because that was sort of the thing in that, like, previously, like, Felicia, I think, had the most plays, but like a pretty
She has
wide
like
margin.
2 layers.
But she also was not actually very popular in terms of votes, but had like this huge amount of play just because she was being used for like epilogue farming.
Do you think there's really
But I
any
think-
reason to lock epilogues behind winning a game?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's
we can
kind
tell
of just...
the casuals to get good.
Exactly.
I think that's like the number one thing that people bitch about, and it's like, why do we make them win?
I mean, there's always the offline version. You can do whatever the hell you want with those.
No, he's not wrong.
The people who complain about the difficulty, though, are not they're not invested enough to.
They just got to get
download
good.
it.
Yeah,
It
it's,
really is the Dark
They're also
Souls.
not smart enough to figure it out.
Well, they got to think with their brains, not with their penises, honestly.
either way, you're thinking with a head.
I guess so.
I mean,
All right.
I'd like to hear Arndress's take on this because I think it was actually Dranky's idea to block epilogues behind winning, and I think a lot of the people at the time like agreed with him. Like a lot of the
I
mods,
don't have a
like
problem
Zombie
with it.
Kaz and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't
Just
have a
one of the
problem.
many great things that Dranky did for us before his untimely passing.
He really was a Jesus figure, wasn't he? He
That's-
sacrificed everything for this community.
Including his prestige.
Mhm.
What did it cost to put Moon in the game? Everything.
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 The Dranky snap. Spnanon! What are your thoughts on Misty?
She's good.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you got the ham-fisted Pokemon references, but outside of that, like it's good to see a flirting with a character or flirting with the player, and it actually makes sense because you literally interrupt her on a date. So that's a perfect in the game. So that's a perfectly reasonable approach to take her character. Like she has a reason to be there.
Yep.
And she's got like this hot fit sort of swimmer's body. So I like that aspect of her as well.
Yeah, the One Piece is a pretty nice touch.
Yeah, she's got nice art. I mean, she's the good version of Misty, the one that's like older and like not a complete non-character like in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
She's the good Misty from the game that will just shit all over you with her Starmie.
Yep.
Imagine not choosing Bulbasaur. Johto. Imagine not choosing Chikorita.
Who the fuck chooses Chikorita?
Me. I do.
Just to be a contrarian?
I always choose the grass type.
Literally why?
I always choose the grass type.
What? There's a million fucking grass types.
Like,
I don't know.
You pick fire. You always pick fire because it's the hardest one to get.
Syndical for life, baby.
Yeah,
All
like
the-
Cyndaquil.
You
All
can
the
find
shit.
grass and water types fucking anywhere. You get fire.
For me, it kind of
Fire is
varies.
hard to find.
Yep. Lit.
All right. Do you want to elaborate any more on Misty Spnanon?
She will fucking take a shit all over your Charmeleon and make you like it. That's
This
game
was a
Misty.
poachy game.
God.
That's game Misty.
That
She will
is
bubble beam your fucking Pikachu's face off. Think you come in there in her fucking gym with that cute shit and try to thunder shock it like it's gonna work.
It
She will
does
tear
work.
you limb from limb, and she will make you fight your fucking rival on Nugget Bridge before you go anywhere. She will end your run with your fucking speed run by dive bombing your fucking Nidoking off a waterfall. Not anime Misty, stupid shitty anime Misty who just bleats about her bike and holds Togepi the entire goddamn time. She's so useless she doesn't even need arms.
You have a lot of
Excuse
anger.
me, I'm right here.
You have a lot of anger towards a cartoon for 10-year-olds.
I'm
Because
right here.
I'm sick and tired of people liking the bad Misty. And it's about time we got the good one.
I completely agree. My thoughts.
I know. You saw the anime when you were 12 and you got your first boner, especially with that one Pokemon card where it has her swimming naked in the water, but it's time to move on.
He says, having not moved on from Van Dread Ashes on you.
Literally what's wrong with Maya though. Exactly. I rest my case.
No, I was just leaning in very close to the microphone so I could say what I was about to say very close.
Well, do it.
Isn't Jura?
That's what you want more of in your life, just Jura.
Yeah.
You want to be sandwiched between her and her girlfriend.
Yes.
Well, I have an epilogue for that, just for you.
Nice.
It exists. I'll probably expand upon it one day.
Maybe one day I'll unlock it. Maybe.
Get good.
Get good.
Oh no, it's not that I'm like bad, it's just that I haven't tried.
They've been in the game for months and you haven't seen them.
I mean, it's hard not to see him with those high ass line counts.
All right. Misty is pretty good. I think she's obviously the best Pokemon character we've had. She's probably the only good Pokemon character we've had. And
Moon is good.
I
Moon is
suspect,
good.
Why though?
I suspect that we will be receiving some better Pokemon characters in the future. From we have N on Thursdays, who is like always has his.
He's a man. He can't be good.
Oh, okay. Well,
What's in it for me, Joe?
nothing. But for me,
I don't want to
There-
watch N jerk off and come thinking of math.
Oh god, just thinking of N doing that? Oh no.
he's being worked on.
And
Anyway,
even want to bang a girl?
so beyond that, we've also got some characters in the Masquerade. We've got. It looks like.
We'll get to
Guzma.
that, right? Well,
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Oh shit! Is N gonna have a fucking dream date? I'm like, he's gonna take you up into a Ferris wheel.
with Gizmo.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
That
a good
would be
epilogue.
good. That would be a good epilogue.
Except
All
that
right.
it's all sexual harassment. And he doesn't understand what it is because he's a king. Time's up, man. Me too.
All right,
He's got to move into 2019.
Emmy. Let's talk about Emmy now.
Heck yeah. Talk about
Yuri.
Well, like I said, I set out to sponsor her, but didn't really have the time to compose a full one. But like, I just think she's good. I think that she's really well written, and all her like posing and stuff is good. All the modeling and stuff is good. She's just good. I think my one, I guess, not really criticism, but it's more like if I was doing the model, I might have gone for, rather than like the just like plastic prosthetic legs, like the running blades, but I know that those would obviously be hard to make and
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
really add anything, and it would just be like a big inconvenience. And the other ones, of course, just work fine. That's just like the thing I would do. Like, I don't really know where I'm going with this, to be honest.
Yeah, I know you're talking about the actual legs, like those little hook things that she has.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be pretty difficult to actually program that into her legs, unless if you do like Photoshop or whatever.
Yeah. Like, obviously, I'm not expecting them to actually do that. That's just like,
I like how her epilogue just pretty much keeps her legs out of frame for most of it.
Yeah, that just might be the case, I guess.
It's like when an artist can't draw hands, so they just like put shit in the way all the time.
Rob Liefeld's drawing feet.
Pretty much.
All right, Rotom. What about you?
All right, strap in, boys, because I got something to say about Emmy. Well, kind of just being the creator, the dialogue creator for Rin. I gotta say, Emmy is probably one of the better ones to interact with, considering Emmy is Rin's other half, right?
Mm-hmm.
And well, I just think that Corky did a really nice job with her, and just all the dialogue, all the references that she makes. It's actually quite nice. I mean, I've actually created like a full-on sponsorship request for her. Like, I've actually took the time and did multiple games to see if there's really anything wrong with her. I really wanted Emily to be in the game, so I gotta help a brother out somehow. Yeah, and well, since Ren's coming up as well, I'm just hoping that Corky might eventually do the same with her. All in all, Emmy's a really nice addition to the game. Definitely something out of the ordinary, I would say. Mm-hmm.
All right, Spnanon. What about you?
She's good.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really need like another, franchise rep. I know I complain about this all the time, but you don't seem like super confident in your own work with Hanako. So
No, I do not.
I guess she kind of takes the lead there as like the forerunner, literally, for Katawa Shoujo.
Mm-hmm.
And I like her. She's nice and bombastic, and she like has a sense of humor of everything that's going on. So she adds a lot of levity to the game, which I think is really nice.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, she's very much like a very normal person compared to a lot of other characters. So that actually gives her a lot to work with in terms of just kind of rolling with it. She's not like overly confrontational. She's just like nice and happy. But she's got stuff to talk about in her own regard. So I think she's handled really well. And she's cute, just the petite body type's not really my thing.
Well, I seem to be the one that's kind of that way, so. Yep, other than Rin, Emmy would actually be my second favorite.
That's ironic because I'm pretty sure Corky feels the same, but reversed.
Like, he says that Rin is his second favorite?
I think so. I think that he.
Well, he did mention that he didn't like Rin's, Rin's particular route in the actual game.
Yeah, I remember that. You also have to remember that last podcast was 5 hours, so my memories of it are a bit faded.
I just have to make sure that I make her interesting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, pretty much.
My thoughts on Emmy are similar to how they were when we talked about her when she entered testing. She's good, she's cute, energetic, fun, and I really need to update Hanako more so that I don't weigh down this team like an anchor.
Yeah, it'd be cool if all, like, I mean, once Lily goes into testing as well, we could probably have, like, a bit of a story going on, kind of like how the Doki Doki Literature Club girls are kind of having a bit of a story.
Yeah, we'll probably have to coordinate something.
Oh, definitely. I'm longing for some kind of coordination like that.
All the art.
I would love to see a full Katawa Shoujo table just so we can see that, like, we got like 3 DDLC characters before a single Katawa Shoujo character. These girls were lined up on their own fucking 1 yard line and they ran that shit all the way back.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny that.
That is a fucking like interception in the end zone, 99-yard return for the touchdown and the win.
Yep.
Sorry, what were you saying?
The stars have aligned.
All the art for anything Hanako related is beyond my control, and I don't imagine it's very fun for Yuri to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
All right, it's time to talk about the Masquerade.
Now we talk about the Masquerade.
Yuri, what do you want to say about the Masquerade? Let's run through the looks and stuff we've got going on.
All right.
As the page loads. So, Team 1, Ben Tenny's son. They're doing Mei Hatsume from My Hero Academia.
And just sort of like, in the interest of like, whatever, will we say the ones that we know they're not doing, but that they like suggested as well?
Sure, why not? They also suggested Rei from Star Wars and Flannery from Pokemon.
I really wanted Mei Hatsume, so good call on that one, lads.
Rotom, what about you?
Well, it's a pretty good guess that I'm actually kind of looking forward for Flannery from Pokemon to actually kind of make an appearance. See, it'd be cool to get as many Pokemon representations as possible, other than just playing Misty and Moon. That's literally the only 2 that are currently on there. It'd be nice to have some more representation.
We already have plenty of representation, but none of it was good enough for the real game.
Oh, Corky just said, I approve. Oh my god. Stop.
How do you think I feel about Ruby? There were
Post
9 of them.
dabbing Rin.
I'll edit in dabbing Ren.
Why does Rin wear a tie?
Well, the reason why, it's because like she doesn't like the girls' version of the uniform.
Oh, I know she wears a boy's uniform, but why does that have to include the tie?
I don't know. I guess
Ties are snazzy.
Yeah.
I guess so.
School policy, but yeah, I like her.
I think it would like get in the way as she paints. She'd have like a bow tie. I could see Rin in a bow tie.
I'm just not even gonna answer what Corky just said. So Corky just said, new question for me. Why isn't like dabbing Rin in SPNatI?
We're not in questions and answers yet.
So who cares?
We want to keep this episode shorter, damn it!
My bad.
I gotta extend it somehow.
I'm just gonna speed it up like 1.001%.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Listen,
keep
whatever-
doing that over time until we just have night course SPNatI episodes.
Listen, whatever the longest episode is, they all have to match that now at least.
No.
Yes.
That's how it works.
You're welcome.
Spnanon, what are your thoughts on Ben Tenny's son?
I really like dabbing Rin.
Stop.
Wonderful. I'm
Tenny's son. What about it? Are we just like methodically going through every single team?
yes.
Oh god, this is gonna take 5 hours.
Oh
no,
dear.
we'll keep it short. We'll keep it brief.
Help.
Ben Tenny's son. I don't know. Daisy Ridley's kind of cute, so Ray would have been, I guess, nice.
All right.
Maybe this game would give her a chance to like actually be interesting.
Ooh, spicy. Not really, though. I feel like that's a pretty common opinion now.
Huh.
She could try to explain the Force to people, but she doesn't really know what it is either.
Midichlorians.
So that wouldn't go well.
They're gonna make the Force sexual, I'm pretty sure.
Mara Jade already did that.
Oh god.
Have you seen people like with their theories about like the rise of Skywalker and how she like goes back in time and like becomes Shmi Skywalker?
No, wait, I haven't.
He becomes Emperor Palpatine.
She becomes pregnant with Kylo Ren's kid, and that's Anakin. And she like loses her memory.
Mask! Oh god, that's an incest time loop then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mask 5.5 guys, bar and fries.
I don't.
I should read off what they were doing. They're doing Guzma from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Their no shows were Gordeau from Under Night in Birth and Shulk.
Rex from Xenoblade 2.
How dare you? How dare you? Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles.
See, I didn't know who Gordo was until I googled him, but I
Nobody
feel like
did.
that would probably be, to be honest, my first choice of the three. But you know, Guzma's okay.
I'm
Guzma
I'm so disappointed we didn't get Shulk.
Maybe you'll have to make him.
I'm really feeling it.
Don't you already have a model?
I do. I'll edit it in.
Oh,
Why not just make Rex? I don't even know what Rex looks like. I'm gonna look it up. We need Tatsumaki in this server.
I'll add her later.
Oh, that's that guy?
Yes.
I've seen this character posted a lot as like an example of like really bad design. Like really bad character design. I never knew that was him.
Well,
Oh, that is shit.
I'm not gonna go around saying that Xenoblade has amazing character.
He's like generic isekai kid
Yes.
with a bunch of belts strapped around him. And somehow he's got short shorts that like don't cover all the way on his thighs.
I can't let myself do it again. I'm gonna go on for hours. So, besides that,
He's got like clown shoes that are way too big for his skinny little girly feet.
Rotom, thoughts on
This kid can kill a fucking hamster.
thoughts on Team 5.5 guys, bar and fries.
okay. Well, Guzma. Yeah, I'm actually rooting for him too. It'd be interesting. I mean, I know whoever made Moon really isn't doing much dialogue, but
Is he carrying around a salad bowl on a rope?
oh, I don't know.
Are you still talking about Rex?
Yes, post it in, Joe. You gotta,
No, I can't.
why does he have like big like thighs?
Because
Why would
I
any
told-
man wear clothing that accentuates his thighs like he has birthing hips?
I already told you he was designed by a hentai artist.
Seriously?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Well,
Because my dick is very small right now. Very
Well, yeah,
soft.
but like that's
Oh, I see now.
I've never been less turned on in my entire life. And I'm on a porn podcast.
oh yeah, that's bad. that's bad design.
My heart burns with anger.
Yes,
Is that a fucking crossbow gauntlet?
yes, it is.
How do you make a crossbow gauntlet bad?
It's not. He dives.
Why is he so bottom heavy? Because he dives?
Yeah.
Where is he diving to?
Shit.
Please, no, I can't. Please, can we talk
Okay,
about
well, what is Mask Nevermore doing?
Banana or Rotom? Did you want to say anything else about Guzma?
Well,
Can I say a few more things about Rex? Because this offends me.
I mean, I've never been too in depth in Blade, but Guzma, yeah, cool. I'm just looking forward to him probably be in there. I don't know. That's all I have to say.
I have something to add.
Hey, what's up?
Okay.
Guzman, not LMAO.
What the fuck does that mean?
What is the verb to goose?
I mean, I pronounce it as like Guzma, which I assume would be like a shortened like guzzle would be Guz, I guess. But like I'm not really sure about Guzma.
My nuts are not a liquid.
Yes, I hear
Cannot
some
guzzle
people
them.
say Guzma or
Not
Guzma.
yet, Spnanon. Not yet.
Nice.
So Team Nevermore.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna talk about all of them at the end because I have like numbers and predictions and shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Team Nevermore. More
It's like
specific.
one person.
Yeah. Doing Kazuma from Konosuba.
I have no idea who he is, but sure, whatever.
I don't know who he is, but I'm not sold on him from the description.
Yeah. So the thing about Konosuba is that
He's
it's
like
it's an
he's like
isekai
supposed-
anime.
He's like
But-
supposed to be generic isekai shit, right?
No. He's not that.
Like he's
He's a
supposed
sh-
to look like that.
Yeah, he is. It's an isekai world, except Kazuma is just a terrible human being and a shitty person and a complete loser. And it's refreshing because it's different.
Oh yeah, he sounds so likable.
Yeah, that is every isekai main character.
That's all I want in a protagonist is a
No,
think
it's a parody.
I don't think I've
Parody.
ever encountered any sort of isekai-esque like main character that's not a detestable human being. Just
Now,
usually it's
was
not
it
on purpose.
marketed? Was it marketed? Was it pitched as a parody, or did they just backpedal into that later?
They pitched it as a parody, like from the very beginning. Like he like does the I'm gonna push somebody out of the way to save their life, and I end up waking up into an alternate world. But then it's like, oh no, that person was in no danger. It was a slow-moving tractor that you pushed them out of the way. They were never in any danger, and also you pissed yourself and died of a heart attack. So from the get,
I
From
think
the
the only isekai I've consumed is like the Reborn as Yamcha.
yeah, that is technically an isekai.
That was good shit, except it completely skipped over all of Dragon Ball. So no, it wasn't good.
Sorry, so you're saying something completely avoids Dragon Ball isn't good? This is a very roundabout. This is a very roundabout way of saying Dragon Ball bad.
I want to see how he got out of Tien breaking his leg.
He didn't. It was all a dream. Anyway, Team 2.
Team 2.
Where's
Maybe-
Team 1?
Yeah. Team 2. They've got Megumin from Konosuba.
She's already in the game.
You're not wrong. She's in the game's files. It's like fucking Missing No. Or Mew 3. Kitty Pryde from X-Men and
The
Momo.
mask
Yeah.
literally just put her like meta file in there, and then he's just kind of he looks around. He's just like, who put that there?
And Momo Yao.
Yorizu.
Thank you. And they are going to be doing Megumin.
So does that make 2 Konosuba characters at once?
It does. It does.
Konosuba 2.
At least I know who
Is-
Megumin is.
Hold on, has Nevermore actually confirmed that guy? Because some of these, it is possible that all 3 are misleading and they're doing a secret 4th character. So
Yes, he has posted the Kazuma model.
Oh, I'm
He's
so
singular?
excited about male
Ooh.
characters.
All right, and Team 2 has posted their Megumin model as well, so they're doing.
I know we're gonna talk about the gonna talk about the feedback feature lately. This person just put for May, like Chinese May. She talked in Japanese when coming.
Well, no shit.
So the Megumin.
What kind of
Cute.
fucking person can't recognize Japanese text versus Chinese text and plays a fucking weeb game like this?
Like it's not as easy as Japanese and like Korean. But they're the
They're easy to
alphabets.
tell apart.
Is it like?
Korean has a bunch of like ovals and circles.
Oh yeah. Korean and Japanese is easy to tell apart, but Chinese and Japanese isn't so easy.
Well,
Chinese
there's a
has a
lot
lot of lines. Japanese is just
yeah, Japanese
There's a
characters
lot-
tend to be more sort of like simplified, I guess. Like they're not as
Yeah.
like
yeah.
there's a lot of
There's not as
Chinese
many
letters
strokes.
that Japanese borrows. I think that's the
Yeah.
kanji. But the Japanese letters are clearly like much simpler.
Yep.
Anyway,
That's just the Japanese, work ethic. Keep it efficient.
Pretty much.
Team Pat is NTR'd with Kyo from Clannad, Starfire from DC Comics, and Dorothy from Valhalla.
Joe, where player Q?
In the works, maybe. We actually
Yuri,
don't.
Didn't you already make Q?
Ha 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 ha.
I feel like, or maybe just hope, that it'll either be Q or Starfire.
I like Starfire, honestly.
I like
Starfire's in the
Dorothy
game.
as a character, but I also like not having a criminal record. So
I can almost hear it.
We should add Starfire. Just like how many full zone tables would that be now?
yeah, like I feel like Starfire would be the most popular of
Let's go
those
through
three.
the list, shall we?
But
Let's not.
But yeah,
not.
let's just keep going. Let's keep going.
Are people shooting me down for once?
Yes, we're on a tight schedule. It's 1 a.m. and I'm passing out at my desk.
Ryuko is his own character. Zone is. Who else do we got? Oh no. Jury, Amalia, Raven, going through the list. Faye, Go-Go, she's offline. Elizabeth. Come on, help me out here.
No.
I don't even remember.
Mask Fluoxetine Dream. Wa 2000 from Girls Frontline, Makase Karisu from Steins Gate, TAC 50 from Girls Frontline, and Rise Kujikawa from Persona 4.
Did somebody say "why" 2,000 times? Wah.
Why?
Wah.
Yeah.
So, God, I hope they make Makase. Please, Viz, make Makase.
Are there like 3 teams making Makase?
2.
Ooh.
I'm like 99% sure that Vision is on this team. Please, Vision.
There's 2 girls frontline characters.
Yeah.
That's who he chooses for the avatars of all his bots.
God, I hope that somebody makes Makase. Please. Please make Makase. I will beg. Anyone want to add to this?
I mean, I don't even know any of these characters, but I guess WA 2000 is pretty. I'm sold on her description being a tsundere. I just like tsunderes.
Wah.
Way 2000.
All right.
TAC 50 is a Canadian sniper rifle. Addicted to maple syrup. Why doesn't she have a fucking 2 cat? And like a hockey stick.
And just say sorry a lot.
Dazzler the next max is Dazzler as Alessa from Pokemon Black and White, Kawakami from Persona 5, and Yuri from Doki Doki Literature.
Can't believe I'm being NTR'd again.
Everybody is working on Yuri Doki Doki.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It's just a race to see who'll get it done first, but nobody
I
ever
don't
will.
Shoujo's gonna run it back.
The ultimate forbidden.
Oh boy. I swear if she gives me those fucking eyes from the actual Act 2 of the game, I will just yeet on out of here.
Oh yeah, that was my plan. I mean, that was my plan. I don't know what anyone else is planning. Maybe they'll make a garbage.
No, please don't. Please
Garbage.
What's
Garbage
happening?
0 jump scares one, but
don't. Please don't.
What's happening? Somebody
We're
yelled.
just talking about her realistic eyes of doom.
Spnanon has never played Doki Doki Literature Club, and he has no interest in doing so.
I know her realistic eyes.
yeah,
I know Monica starts fucking with the game, just becomes a creepy pasta.
I had like a work in progress character that I scrapped that had like
And
a
then Yuri
subtle-
started crying
subtle
hyper realistic blood.
realistic human smile just like pasted on the face. It was absolutely horrible.
I went on
Yeah,
Cleverbot and she started
No,
talking
no,
to me.
no. It was Lauren Mallard.
I have no idea who that is. Masked
Good.
4 Kids!
Wait, lightning round. What's your favorite creepy pasta?
Oh god, there's so many
Super
bad
Sister
ones.
is a classic.
I'm gonna go with Ben Drowned. The
I'm gonna go with
Aqua-
Noah.
Oh, Ben
Majora's
Drowned.
Mask thing.
I will
No,
also go with Ben Drowned.
That's good shit because it's got videos. Because he hacked the game, man. Like he put the effort in.
I also like Hypno's Lullaby.
Dude, I like to like curl up on Halloween night and just watch those Ben Drowned videos again.
Yeah, me too. Fucking Halloween starts in September.
That's good shit.
Oh,
Mas-
we're also worth mentioning. I'm actually pretty excited for Elisa as well. It's kind of hard to choose between Yuri and Elisa.
Yeah, but they're using the inferior black hair, Elisa.
Oh, the one from Black 2, White 2?
Yeah.
No, that's even better because you
No,
know
blonde one.
she actually strips her coats during her animation in that game.
Blonde's good.
Yeah, blonde's good too.
Masked 4 kids is Chaz Princeton from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I fucking can't believe we're getting Manjome Thundercock, Chaz the Chad Princeton.
Is that confirmed?
They have a model!
Oh God! Stop yelling.
Sorry.
We're
But,
adults.
but they also have Milotic and slash Primarina Gajinka.
So it
So
took,
I guess
it
it's
took this long
OC.
for someone to just straight up want to fuck a Pokemon. We've had Poke Girls for a while, and this is just straight up.
I mean, I've seen the
Crazy.
one from Nine. I've seen like a Ninetales Jajinka be made.
Oh, I made one of those a million years
Listen,
ago.
I have
Because you're
I have a few
from-
issues with 4 kids here. All right, listen
I
up. There's only one Yu-Gi-Oh character we can have, and it's Seto Kaiba.
Yes.
This is basically Seto Kaiba 2.
I want the original.
Every Yu-Gi-Oh has a Seto Kaiba. This is the sequel to Seto Kaiba.
And there's only one Pokemon we can have, and it's
Peggle.
Gardevoir.
Oh,
Because Gardevoir is
They
just a
need to
girl
have
anyway.
Gardevoir, honestly.
Because it's literally just an anime girl.
Underscore has a Gardevoir.
That's male Gardevoir, though.
Coward. Anyway, 4 Kids was they also had Carly Carmine as a option.
Was someone just asleep on the job, like at Game Freak offices one day, and they forgot to, like, oh wow, we shouldn't have made Gardevoir allowed to be male. Why did we do that?
Mask, Hunter's Workshop, Garfield, Adora, Plain Doll from Bloodborne.
Oh dear God! Did you just do it?
So
All
anyway,
right.
Garfield.
Garfield, that's the model that we've seen.
Oh dear God!
That is the only model that the Hunters Workshop has posted is Garfield. I hope that they do it. I hope that they do it.
I'm afraid that they will.
It's not April Fool's. Why is this happening?
Good
Just
question.
This leads me to believe that Bagel is probably leading this project. Bagel or Pharaohs.
Oh, negative Pharaohs?
Yeah,
Why is it that the strong use their powers for evil?
because
That's capitalism, baby.
Team Repent, motherfuckers.
The
Princess
weak should
Peach,
fear the strong.
Winry Rockabelle, Panny Anarchy. Panny Anarchy is the one being worked on.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Panty. But Peach is good too, but you know, she's already been.
Yeah, they all had like a good sort of selection, but I am down for this, especially if Joe and I eventually make stalking someday.
It's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when.
Pretty much.
Blightwish, Azura from Fire Emblem, Cynthia from Pokemon, Makase Kurisu. Please make Makase Kurisu.
Please make Cynthia.
They
Cynthia,
are. They
I love
posted
Cynthia.
the model.
Yeah, Cynthia,
looks fucking
I'm
good.
definitely rooting for her. Just take a guess.
Well, yeah, good for you guys. They've
I
already
got
posted the
all
model.
fired up about Misty just because I want the good Misty and not the bad one, but Cynthia is the best girl here.
So
I will
since
fight
the-
you on that.
since they're
Skyla
not,
from Black and White is probably
She's
one of my
she's
favorites.
stoic and well spoken and competent, and yet she's tall and has long blonde hair. It's like Maya and Jura put together.
God, the fact that they're not making Makase makes me really want
You've got
Team-
another shot at her though.
Team Dream to make Makase. The good, the bad, and the badass.
Is this
What?
Randy Pitchfork's team?
Wonder Woman, Laura Croft, Pamela Isley. That's green.
Claptrap for SPNatI one.
That's Poison Ivy. Why didn't they use the superhero comics? Why'd you use their civvy names? God.
Because they were pretentious cowards.
So they're doing Wonder Woman, and they've got it. Damn good model.
Yeah, it was pretty tasty.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alrighty. Now gone. Okay, well, I'm going to now go and give my predictions on who I think is on what team.
I mean, I
If-
have no idea.
If you guys don't want to hear my thoughts because you feel like it'll sour it for you, just mute yourselves and I'll type in chat when I'm done. And for anybody who feels like this might ruin it for them, I will post a timestamp in the description. You can skip to that.
So are you just gonna like talk for an hour now?
No, I'll keep it brief. Okay.
Half an
so-
hour.
I will corroborate on anything that I also suspect.
I don't even know too much about it, so I probably won't be giving too much commentary. So don't.
So I'm gonna start out. There's like
All right,
four-
just go nuts, dude.
There's-
I've been interjecting enough. Just go for it.
There's 4 that I'm almost 100% certain. I am like I will boil a pizza if I'm wrong on any of these, and I will eat it too. Nevermore is superfluous. Raptor is 4 kids. Equipo Osimo, who we didn't mention because they didn't post their pitches in time, but they're working on some X-Men character I've never heard of. That is Frostfire 5. And I'm going to say that there's a 95% chance that underscores with that team as well.
Who's Frostfire 5?
The guy who worked on April
Who's April?
from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's
The
Teenage
good.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm not entertaining this. The good, the bad, and the badass is Niels.
Absolutely.
Now, Pat made me promise not to go into why I am so certain about all of my thoughts and stuff, because he feels like that might be spoiling it. But if I keep it just my thoughts and numbers, then I'm probably fine.
I agree with all of these, by the way. Just like these are all things that I've also thought. So
Halo, I feel like Halo is on a collaboration, and he's collaborating with Cody on Team Ben Tenney, or he's collaborating. No, because Cody's doing art and Halo's also doing art. I feel like Halo and Corky the Cactus are working on May, and I feel like Cog and Bagel are working together on Alessa. I feel like Arndris and me, I feel like Arndris is on Team Paz NTR. The Thursdays and Beta, I feel like are Team 5 guys. I feel like Yater might be on Team Ben Tenney's as well. Just because he likes writing Pokemon girls. I feel like SNS Chase could be Team Blightwish. With maybe Cody on the art for that. And I feel like Mantis... God, I've got no idea what Mantis is. There's also a chance that several of these teams haven't even pitched anything yet. So that's my ideas.
So you have no suspicions about me?
I promised you that I wouldn't say those.
No, because I think your suspicion might be flawed.
I promised that I wouldn't say it. And I don't go back on my word. That's my usual way. Believe it.
Okay, just because I think that what team you think I am might not be the team that I'm on.
Well, maybe I've changed my thoughts and numbers around since last.
Okay, that's fine.
And I might share them with you after the podcast. For
Mhm.
now, do you guys want to give any predictions on who you think is on what team?
I just let the world just wash over me, man. I'll
Yeah,
just see it when it happens.
don't think I have any predictions you've not also said.
All right, then. Questions and answers time.
And I'm back.
Perfect. I just finished my predictions.
Perfect.
What is the best named Masquerade team? Yuri?
Well,
I think it might be 5.5 guys.
Yeah,
RN Thighs, yeah.
that's
a
the
nice
one that
pick.
immediately stuck out to me.
It's just fun.
I mean that and Flor that clusterfuck of a name, Chlorxetine Dream, or however it's pronounced. How do you guys pronounce that?
No
I
idea.
didn't try.
Fluxetine.
Flexitine. Yeah, okay.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's
Flex tape.
it sounds really elegant. And then there's repent, motherfuckers. Yeah, just two polar opposites working well with each other. It's just beautiful.
I will agree, yeah. I feel like five guys, 5.5 guys, bar and size is wrong.
Yeah.
Had his NTR is fun, I suppose, but I guess that confirms they're doing Starfire, right?
Perhaps.
I mean, my predictions would be like obviously like Team Repent would be Panty, like just because that is like the quote.
Yeah, I mean, they
So-
posted that model.
Yeah. So I mean, I would assume that Paddy's NTR would be Starfire, since that is the one that he has expressed an interest in making. In much the same way for the Hunter's Workshop, my money would be on the plain doll. But my brain says that, but my heart says Garfield, because I just want that to be true.
Yep, hands down, best character Garfield. Nah.
All right, next question. Now that the masks have pitched their idea. Oh, wait, we kind of answered that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a serious man with serious principles. Garfield is the worst character.
Yeah.
Stop
And
making a mockery of
I
my
don't
serious
hate
creative enterprise.
Garfield is absolutely the best suggestion. I'd say,
Guys, that's the
I don't
next
wanna-
question.
yeah.
Best and worst proposals from the Masquerade contest.
Is Garfield
Yuri.
gonna shave his fur like Felicia?
Oh God.
I'd say the best proposal is Garfield, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, if you had
And
John
Ironically, I
Arbuckle,
love him.
that's a character I could see working.
And the worst, I mean, I don't want to be mean, obviously, so I can't really like bring personal preference into it. So I guess I just have to go based on like the closest thing to objective being Dorothy, just for being like questionable rule wise rather than like quality of choice wise.
Yeah.
All right, Rotom. What about you?
All right. Well, the best for me, it's kind of hard because I like Elisa a lot as well. And basically between Elisa and Yuri is kind of what I'm looking forward to when it comes to that. As for the worst character, well, I actually do not know a lot of these characters, but excuse me. Well, I'd say probably the worst, I guess, just from reading the descriptions, Chaz Princeton.
No.
Yeah.
You've
I mean,
killed him.
seriously, he's a spoiled rich kid, and he's gonna act like a just a pent up spoiled brat. I guess.
But we need to chaz it up.
no.
Chaz it up. Chaz it up.
Yes.
He literally gets an entire school to shout "Chaz it up" for him.
Is this
Jeez.
going to be the loudest episode of the podcast?
Yes.
We have been constantly yelling.
Don't look at me.
No, it is us. It's pretty much just us.
Only me.
Joe, you need to like adjust the gain in post.
I
Like,
will.
the volume level.
I will.
Or just hidden ear rapes.
Nah, I'll just adjust the gain somehow.
I don't know if you know this, but podcasts are supposed to be easy listening.
I don't know.
This is some hard listening.
I mean, if Senior Pello did a podcast, I would so be in.
All right, Spnanon, best and worst proposals.
I don't know. I mean, I know we have a lot of Pokemon characters, but at the same time, we don't really because a lot of them are offline. So I'd be happy to see like Cynthia or Flannery or really Elisa. Any one of those are pretty good choices. Of course, Claire would also be the best choice next to Cynthia, but nobody picked Claire.
Yeah, I'd
guess
probably
not bad
pick
taste.
Skylar personally.
Skyla would be good.
Mhm.
Gen 4's got a lot, or Gen 5's got a lot of waifus.
Mhm.
What about Professor Juniper? Get that fucking MILF action.
Or Lenora. Definitely Lenora. She's thick.
Get that GILF action. Let's see. Oh god. I mean, like Panty would be a good one. She'd be really expressive, and it's like a fresh new franchise that a lot of people like. Not something that's previously represented. There's a lot of like, franchise padding in these suggestions. Not inherently bad, just like, not really for me. I mean, either one of like the Konosuba characters, they're obviously really popular, and they would be, one of them would be new. So there's that. Worst is obviously Garfield. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. I just like him ironically, honestly.
Oh, it's fully
Stop.
unironic for me.
Stop
I'm
living your life ironically.
You
It's
what, mate?
fully sincere for me.
On your fucking deathbed, you're gonna be like, I was not sincere or earnest about anything in my entire life. And now I'm fucking dead, and you can't die ironically. Just fucking legitimately love things, dude. Like, irony is the cancer killing the internet.
Mhm. Sure. When pigs fly.
Literally all of memes now is just like, look how unfunny this thing is. That's the whole joke every time.
I guess. I mean, beams are really evolving, I guess.
You know it's true. No, they're devolving.
Compound.
They're devolving.
Compound.
That's my soapbox for the day.
Beans.
Stop putting Garfield in the game unless it's April Fool's, because just take your life seriously.
Actually, I think there was already a
Weed
Garfield
eater.
model. Like, remember when Kool-Aid was a thing? Garfield was actually one of the skins.
Weed eater.
This is my personal PSA to the world. Everyone who's all 2 people that are listening to this podcast still at this point.
You don't think I'm editing all that shit to the end?
Please live. Yeah, this is gonna be like the 5-minute mark.
Yes.
Please just live your lives seriously. Just actually, just like things. Just like things for real. Just give it a try. Take down all the barriers that you've put up around yourself from like emotional, like earnestness, and just actually like something.
Imagine actually liking things.
Not for it to be part of your identity, just because I just like it. I just like it for what it is. Nothing surrounding it.
God, I hope.
Pushes my favorite agenda. You just like it.
God, I hope somebody makes Maki say, please. There's 2 teams. That's my best pitch. Maki
Live your
say.
life. You live your life for real. Not everything is a joke. If everything is a joke, then nothing's fucking funny.
Our lives are a joke. I'm kidding.
As for worst proposal, I would agree with Yuri on Dorothy on account of her being designed to look young. Would you wear a SPNatI t-shirt?
Only if it was subtle.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't walk around with naked ladies on the.
What would subtle be?
Well, yeah, I'm curious.
I
Would
don't
it
know,
just
like the server logo.
The letters, like the word SPNatI in Comic Sans, written like slightly off center.
Magenta Comic Sans.
Just have a shirt.
No,
of that
just
one.
rainbow colored and just the crappy.
Oh god!
Have a shirt of that one Uhura pose where she's just bending over naked, spreading her asshole.
Oh,
or the fart pose.
Oh no!
I mean,
Just
it's the
big on your shirt. Just a white shirt with just that.
It's SPNatI, but it's spelled out like the Loki Disney Plus logo, where it's just a bunch of different fonts. I'm wearing a SPNatI shirt. I have a quote from the SPNatI server on my shirt right now. It's a picture of Natsu, and it was taken on the 4th of February of this year, and it's just her quote. You use so many words to say you're a coward. So that's technically a SPNatI shirt in a very roundabout way.
Is that just describing the MASP?
Yeah, it was a direct quote to the man she's getting married to.
just appear with a Rin shirt. I mean, I would probably get a shirt if it had Rin in it.
A SPNatI t-shirt. Maybe if it got a little bigger to the point where like everybody knew about it, then I just wear a shirt that said I made Maya.
Yeah, I made Rin.
Honestly, Spnanon, you probably could get away with that shirt, and whoever knows.
I just, I wonder if anybody has recognized my voice at this point. These don't get a whole lot of views, so probably not. But there's somebody out there that's just like,
oh my god, it's him!
They just kind of double take and be like, no, it can't be.
Yeah, but
I want to have that conversation where somebody recognizes my voice at some point.
right?
Because, like, how are you going to call me out on it? How are you going to recognize me in public?
Joe, you've posted your face.
Yeah, that's I can't lose because if you recognize me in public, then you admit that you know it too. I can't lose.
Yep. Would you wear a SPNatI shirt, Joe?
I've got one. I've got a quote from the Discord.
I mean,
You also
Oh,
have
yeah.
Sonic says, "Do drugs."
No, that shirt never came. I paid for it, but it never came.
Oh, that's really sad.
Speaking of that,
It showed up at your doorstep, Joe, or doorstep, but you were just too slow.
hmm.
dang it.
So speaking of Sonic doing drugs, let's talk about this question.
Wait, let me pitch me your SPNatI T-shirt.
I already said it's the word SPNatI. No, it's that compilation of
horrible quotes.
yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
if somebody find that for me, and then I'll edit it. I'll edit it in.
Cock Garage.
Have
Top
fun
your
getting
ass.
demonetized.
We get monetized?
I don't know.
I hope not. In that case,
Okay.
God.
Speedrun. We have half an hour
What's-
left.
What's the Mara Jade quote? Like,
Oh God, I can't. It's an assault to the English language.
I
That's
can
what
sense your wetness, and it's making my pussy wet. Like, it was worse than that.
it was far worse than that.
Oh,
I sensed your orgasm through the Force. You see that Luke Skywalker married that, and now you understand why he's like a homeless slob
He's
in
just lost
in the
his
Last
mind.
Jedi.
God.
She took all of his money, and he has nightmares thinking back to those fucking fish eyes in bed.
No, fish eyes are like round. She had like I don't know what was up with those eyes, but they weren't round.
He just killed himself to get out of the alimony payment.
So, anyways,
Oh,
Next
spoilers!
question?
Luke dies in the Last Jedi.
Who cares? At what point is an inside joke too inside to put in the SPNatI dialogue art?
never. I put all of the jokes, no matter how obscure, in.
Your characters
Zoe.
are a bunch of fucking meme lords, though.
Q and Zoe having like the Bane exchange. That's totally fine.
yeah. I mean, I guess it depends. Usually when it goes, like, there was an instance with Emmy when she was in testing. She actually had placeholder images with, like, black limbs instead because she did, Corky didn't know how to do the Photoshop until a little later, I believe.
Mhm.
So I guess, and then kind of once they got those removed, she actually had a line that mentions, "Oh, I guess I must have misplaced my inflatable black socks," something like that. And then, I mean, if it an inside joke like that, usually if it goes out of testing, people will be like, "What the hell are they talking about?" So I guess,
All right, Banana. What are your thoughts?
You know, I try to keep it like 100% like in character and professional. You know, I know it's just like a silly community porn game, but I really do try my best to like make it like legitimate.
yeah,
That's what
authentic. I get you.
Yeah, so like I don't see any reason to like denigrate the work that I'm doing just because of like it's porn. But you know, that's just self-defeating. I think it's not necessarily inside jokes, but I definitely like I used to be worse about this in terms of like not conveying a character's tone properly. Like maybe with a character that they target a lot, I had like Maya, for example, get a little too conversational with Say starting off, and like she kind of had like a different tone than she usually spoke in, which just seems kind of weird next to her generic lines. And I always tried to like go back and revise or just write new lines. I always have that approach now where I'm just like I always think about this from the perspective of what if this is the first time they're ever playing the character. So they need to know how they talk and like don't assume that they know anything about them.
Fair
And
enough.
I think that's been really successful. Honestly, like I don't try to do like any inside jokes really. I always just try to appeal to like this is someone's first time with them.
All right. I feel like it depends on the character you're writing. Like, if it's a character that's like, if you wrote like a Borderlands character, you can just say whatever. You'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
But
and
at
it'll be
what
better than
cost?
anything that what Anthony Birch wrote.
Well, no, because the whole problem is that they just say any reference with no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind them that much, but
If you
make a Fortnite references,
It's like the Family Guy of video game writing.
that's what I was about to say. If you want to turn this community against you and write fucking Lewis Griffin or whatever and just shit posts.
Why have so many people? Why have so many people suggested Simpsons and even more so Family Guy? What?
These people have never seen anime. They don't.
In
This
what
is all they
reality
have.
is like a
This
thing
is
that
all,
is
this is all
good
they have
for
to,
your
jerk,
mind?
to jack off to.
I mean, to each their own.
You ever notice that like porn ads always like look worse than whatever you're currently watching?
Infinitely.
And it's like, who clicks on this? It's worse than what I'm looking at. Like, talk about a bad sell. They gotta put that shit on like a boring site where it starts to look pretty good. You know, like doing your taxes.
Tax returns.
Put porn ads on like tax sites. It's like suddenly like Lois Griffin starts to look pretty good.
No,
Next to
there's
tax
no,
returns.
there's
Next to
no
my W2.
circumstance where that's true.
You have been villainized by this community for your actions and deeds.
I'm saying she can't compete with a fucking anime girl. So what's she doing there?
Good
How
point.
how do porn ads make any money?
I
Accidental
imagine,
click-throughs.
Who clicks on them?
yeah, they move their little thing around and you click them on accident. They pop up out of nowhere.
Yep.
That has
Hey,
never happened to me.
Forced to click them.
That has never happened to me. Where are you going?
You don't need to know that about me.
Or do we?
No.
Ooh.
So when is an inside joke to inside joke? Probably when it feels like
Nobody will get it.
or something the character would never say.
Yeah.
Like Fortnite. Like, Emmy actually made a reference to Fortnite at one point, and I'm like, no, just stop.
Yeah, you know, at first I was surprised that there were like nobody's ever suggested a Fortnite character, but I'm like, does Fortnite have any characters?
It does.
Technically, doesn't. I mean, technically, I'm just not a Fortnite person, honestly.
I mean, it's not like Team Fortress 2 where like the scout is a character, right?
You know, that would be cool, honestly, to have like
scout.
that throw or just heavy. You know, heavy's actually in Poker Night and the inventory. It'd be nice to have that throwback.
Well, we
Yeah,
have
I've
this falling.
Sounds like somebody didn't listen to the last episode
Well,
when we talked about Scout.
You want a real niche? Get the administrator.
I don't know who that is.
That's the old woman that's the boss of Miss
oh
Polly.
yeah.
She's Ellen McLean. She's the announcer in Team Fortress 2.
I've never played Team Fortress 2.
What?
Yeah.
That is like Team Fortress 2 is like the only multiplayer shooter I've ever played because it's the only one I ever needed. It's fucking awesome.
Before I got onto the SPNatI Gmod server, I was just violently against multiplayer games.
Like, I'm gonna have to scoot. It's getting really late, and I'm
All right.
tired.
Okay then.
Night, Yuri.
Good
Sorry,
night.
I derailed it so much. Maybe would have gotten further with you.
All right. Don't worry, I've got somebody who can tag in.
Also,
Well-
in response to the final question, only if it's fully realistic and she just explodes like a balloon full of mince.
That's oddly specific.
We'll just leave you to. We'll leave viewers to just kind of figure out the context for that until the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, later, Yuri.
Farewell.
See ya, Yuri.
I'm calling in air support.
All right.
Who's coming in?
No, he'll pop in when he's ready. For now, let's continue moving forward.
All right then.
The mods have recently been discussing further changes to the resort scoring methodology, breaking up franchises, limiting how many times a character can top the roster, etc. What are your takes on these proposals? Do you personally perceive any issues with the resorts, or are they fine as well?
Oh, all right. Well, in my personal opinion, I think it would just be a good idea to sort a franchise rather than a popularity system. I mean, because, like, say Ori from DDLC, like, she seems to be kind of the least played Doki Doki character, because Natsuki's needed for her epilogue, and Monica has that unique glitching system. Sayori's kind of just there. I love Sayori as well, but she's kind of I wouldn't say she's as popular as the other two, but once she does, like, there's just gonna be a very awkward gap for that.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Who's
hi,
this,
Dorian.
who's this Joker?
What's up, nerds?
Hey, Dorian.
Hi, Dorian.
Hey, Joe.
Yuri, you sound different.
No, what? No, okay, come on, guys. It's just the same old me, Yuri. I haven't changed in the slightest.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
actually a pretty good impression.
That you almost sound exactly like Yuri. That's scary.
Just keep doing that voice.
Yes, sir.
Though, as I was saying, I mean, just with all that filtering, I would kind of just say I'd rather sort by franchise. I mean, they're just unless how there is kind of a filter system. It'd be nice to kind of have a little bit of both, though.
Yeah. Think.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I really don't mind whoever's on for popularity, but I mean, Natsuki is pretty dang popular, and she has been topping a lot of lists lately. I mean, granted, I adore Natsuki, but it'd be cool to have other characters in the spotlight too.
Dorian, you got an answer to this question?
Yeah, sure. So when it comes to the resort, I don't feel like I would be really all that affected by changing the methodology.
I'd say you'd be extremely affected. Ine's tied to 2 dead characters.
While that's true, they aren't exactly the most deadweight characters, and honestly, she'd only rise like 10, 15 places if she was released. It's not like she's being kept from the top, and she's not played all that much to begin with. She was played when the counts were released for how much the characters were played. She was played less than the numbers that I got for Sarin, who had about a month less of time to acquire and accrue data. So I really don't think that this exactly, adheres to what I'm, kind of saying with the data. I do. Some people have said that they do want to like split apart the franchises, and I just don't think that's very good for like the consumer experience. I think the consumer experience is so much more important than our own, kind of, I want to be at the top kind of, mental image of ourselves.
Ego.
Ego is what I'm trying to get at there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, something to look at differently. If we want maybe the negation of any character who like has been abandoned for over a year, just their score doesn't count, and then the other ones can get dragged along with them. I think that might be a happy medium, so that any character who has been worked on gets tied to their franchise mate who is also being worked on, but otherwise just, the Kyokos and the Mias and the Franciscas, when that eventually happens around, and all these other characters, they just get negated, but we don't have to split up franchises in order to get those, and to get that separation, which just doesn't look good. People already get super confused by the testing tables and by offline. So if we just complicate the regular old, just finding the character, I think it would just not end well at all. Those are my thoughts.
Well, we do have characters stay at the bottom for a while after after they first get sponsored.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Emmy and Misty are currently on the bottom. Tharja, I think. Yeah,
Yep.
they're all on the bottom right now. Just there.
That reminds me, Tharsha got an epilogue, but I have not had the time to get to it.
Neither have I, although I'm
Me
sure it's
neither.
good.
Nope.
Because Medley Tar and Pat worked on it, and they were like the best at epilogues. So I'm sure it kicks the shit out of mine.
Well, I haven't even thought about it for even any of my characters. I don't even know if I should.
I'm too proud to let someone else do the art. I want to do it myself, even if it doesn't turn out as good.
I feel ya.
I've been meaning to get around to doing epilogues for Eni and Sarin. Eventually, after Sarin passes mod QA, that is.
Listen, dude. I know Eni's been having some rough times with the resorts. Just give her an epilogue. Works wonders, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Fuck her
I mean,
right in the
as soon as
pussy.
I get free time, for doing this, that's what it's going into. Doing
Dorian?
me.
People want to bang
Yes.
her. That's the
I
bottom
know.
line. You think my characters would be anywhere near as successful if they didn't have their epilogues? That gives them a reason to play them. That's all
That
people
is-
care about. They just want the reward at the end.
That's a good point.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
I know that Yuri
Go niche.
Yuri-
Fuck her up the butt.
I know that Yuri enjoys Edie quite a bit. So
Yeah, I do wonder if people wanna fuck dumb Eni or like smart sarcastic Eni though. Like which one is like
Yes.
the
Oh,
more
yeah.
popular half? Because like
yes,
I'd kind of
make-
like to see like dumb Eni's like interpretation of what's going on. Like she's
you have Edie putting up the act, but then like her internal monologue.
I want you to.
Yeah.
I want
Just
Eni.
all of a
I
sudden,
want,
she just dominates.
I want it to be like mean, sarcastic Eni, who like you go on a date with, and then she like gets all like shocked when you're like, I want you to be dumb Eni in bed. It turns me on. She has to like awkwardly get back into character.
maybe
That'd be
just
hilarious.
do 2 epilogues. One
I could
where you
totally,
get to
I could
pick
totally
dumb
do a
Eni.
dojin like that. I could totally see a dojin where that like her boyfriend's fetish is just like her acting dumb.
Yep.
Oh, you sprayed like whipped cream on me or something, or like milk.
Please don't.
Tastes kind
What's
of
the
salty.
Spanish word for taco? Take me, I'm yours.
What?
It's a Tumblr post. Let me.
Isn't the Spanish word for taco taco?
That's the point. He's fucking dumb, and so that's super attractive.
Whoosh.
All right.
I'm sorry. I just scrolled down and saw Rex's design again.
I'm sorry you have to see that.
That is shit. I expected a much manlier face from a guy named Rex.
Yeah, no.
Fair point.
Spnanon, I feel like you and I talked for ages about this the last
What
time.
now? What?
The question that we're on.
What happened?
Resorts, handling them a different way. I said everything I wanted to say last time.
I will say, one thing that really fits about Rex is that he's so bottom heavy. His legs are like bigger than the rest of his body, just like a real T-Rex.
Just like a real T-Rex, they should be dead.
And anyway, okay, so obviously these sorts of changes are they affect me the most. Like they're nerfs on me and the Masp. Like let's get the elephant in the room out of the way.
It'd be a buff for me once Rin gets in, I guess.
So obviously I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, I'm glad people vote for my characters, and like I work really hard on it. I work really hard on them, and it's I feel really proud for them to be that way. Like
But now, if we got rid of the no franchises in the top something rule, you could have Mei and Jura in the top 5 together, where they belong.
Why I don't think they're gonna get rid of that rule.
Nah, probably not.
That already breaks up franchises. This is discussing breaking them up even more. I don't know. Like I personally feel a really great sense of pride that I'm able to make obscure characters that can compete with the likes of Natsuki. even with like Natsuki, like a star power character with a high line count, like and being able to do that, and like I'm eternally grateful for that, and how people still like them.
Yeah.
So obviously I personally don't feel like it's necessary. I mean, it's just like it's not like it's like the front row has been completely unchanging. Like Maya beat Jura this time. Akko moved up. Revi got moved down to like page 2, I think, or the second row. Natsuki moved up. Pit's
Yep.
just stuck there because of the male rule, but it's not like it hasn't changed at all. I mean, the characters that people like are the characters that people like, and it's not. I mean, like Akko. Like people complain about how like the characters at the top, like the rich get richer, but Akko just straight up shot up to the top. Same with Ryuko.
It's interesting because Natsuki is actually the least popular character in Doki Doki. Like I've actually seen like or polls on this, and Natsuki seems to be the least liked, and here she's basically treated as a god.
I thought it was Sayori.
Yeah, I thought it was Sayori too.
Sayori is actually one of the more liked ones. I think the order was Sayori, Monica, Yuri, Natsuki.
What? No.
I mean,
whatever.
that's what I've seen, so don't shoot the messenger.
What
I'm
is the
go-
messenger's mind, do you?
I'm gonna need to see some. I'm gonna need to figure out
I mean, you can see the subreddit of. I believe there was a subreddit that did that kind of thing. Yeah, r/PLC. Yeah.
I'm gonna need to see those numbers.
All right.
I don't buy
I'll
those
pull that up
numbers.
someday.
All right.
But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think the current resort rules are like, you put the effort in, you write a ton of lines, and like put the effort in to get all those interactions, like Akko, and you'll rocket straight up to the top, and then you'll be visible from that point on. So I think it rewards hard work.
But then somebody else comes along and makes a character that's not as good, and they weigh you down forever.
Oh yeah.
Well, I talked about last time that I wish that didn't happen.
I did too.
I don't really know how to fix that.
Neither do I.
I don't think
we used to cull characters, but then we stopped because people are dumb and think that it's okay to not cull characters. It was a secret blessing.
It was survival of the fittest. And now we're just...
If we moved to Get Good earlier, we'd still have Fred around. Is that what you want?
Excuse me, what?
Fred.
Like I talking about the character Fred or
Yeah. From Scooby-Doo.
Oh,
there are a lot of Freds in this world.
I was thinking like Fred, that kid with the high pitched thing. Oh God, no!
Taking me back to 2007.
Oh God, no!
Is he eligible for SPNatI?
I doubt it. Yeah, I mean,
hey, remember that
under real life character.
Who was that one guy that just like hid under a blanket and he was like, "Leave Brittany alone."
Oh, leave Brittany alone.
It was Chris something.
Wait, that was a guy?
Yeah.
I thought that was a girl.
No, that was an ancient meme. Oh, remember Chocolate Rain with Tay Zonde?
Oh my goodness, I did not know that.
Just get it all out of your system now, Spnanon.
True.
These are OG memes.
Yes, they are.
This is like the beginning of YouTube.
So do you think we should just bring back culling, like on a 1-to-1 kind of thing? Like a new character gets added, one gets removed, or like how should we do?
Go back to what
culling?
they were planning before, with sort of a rotating requirements.
Yeah, I do like the idea of rotations. However, we could probably do like a kind of grander version of the testing. Like if the character hasn't been updated in like 6 months or something, or maybe probably a little smaller, they could probably be culled that way from the actual main table. Like I know for a fact people like Meg from Dead by Daylight, she hasn't gotten updated in ages. or people like Buffy or Xander. You know, all those.
I don't think I've updated Ryuko in like 6 months.
Ryoko, yeah.
Well, except
Maybe.
for small like formatting updates.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'm
People still
talking
love her.
characters that
Why,
have been there and have.
why
not
should I need
been-
to update her? People love her already.
Oh yeah, I love her too, personally. Moving on.
Yep. Next question. What has been the best or most helpful piece of feedback you've seen come through the new feedback engine?
Well, personally, I've not really received much feedback from Rin, but there was only one piece of feedback that I've received. It was just mostly like positive commentary. Let me pull that up real quick. Actually, I'll just read it. I'll kind of do this little shout out to them. Let me just. Yeah, here we are. Really fun, entertaining, unique character to play with, and a brilliantly faithful recreation and adaptation from her source material with great interactions. I don't know. Yeah, I wish you could kind of see who made these feedback reports. If you are watching this, random guy, shout out to you. You're awesome. You're like the only person that's really giving me feedback on Rin, besides like bug reports. Yee.
All right, Dorian, what about you?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, honestly, on just not a lot of actual feedback comes through this thing, so it's a little hard to wade through the muck of, epilogue requests and, people who think that that's the bug report system and we can't see the lines for it and stuff like that. But I can't remember what character it was for. I believe it was for May from Night in the Woods, but just some guy sent in that May was so good that he bought her game, and I think that that is just the best kind of, feedback, that she is done well and done correctly enough to make someone want more of that character, and I think that's probably the highest praise you can get. I know the question's probably actually looking for like actual feedback, but I just can't remember anything specifically that was given out.
May is actually like I've actually read a bit about her source material. Isn't she actually a cat?
Yes.
Yeah, she's actually a cat.
Okay, where'd the humanoid version come from?
She sees people as animals.
Oh.
She's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
I
thought
has
she
like legitimate mental issues.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I never really saw her human model. I thought it was just like fan art, but either way, I'm a fan of her design.
I think it is, and it's Thursday's interpretation of what she would look like as a human.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. Definitely.
Spnanon, what about you?
So, I appreciate the feedback system, although it has definitely played out a lot like the anonymous feedback poll results that I run, where there's not a lot of like in-depth criticism there. I wouldn't really expect that from just like casual players who might not understand how the game works in the first place. But it is nice to get just general praise to let you know that there are just random people out there that like your characters. So, it's just a nice little like positive feedback to get, just to just to remember that there are people that really do like what you're putting into the game, and it's nice that you give them an easy way to express that now.
Mm-hmm.
It almost makes the feedback poll a little less important, but I'll still run them annually. I think my favorite one was a guy wrote in Arabic to Jura.
Yeah, that one was, no. You need to tell the story.
Please do.
So, okay, he actually wrote twice for Jura and for some other characters. First one, he wrote, okay, we just threw this into Google Translate. Failure is a sin, but I will gladly rejoice on her face, on her body, and in her. And then the second one is every day her body makes me astray from God. However, I do not regret it one bit.
Well, like, at least he had fun. It's the fun that counts, I guess.
No, you gotta say what the same guy said later. Then
The same guy said of Sakura that she reminds him of of his daughter.
yeah,
So within he like in a bad context, like he didn't want to masturbate to that.
Oh,
So
sweet
so-
home Alabama.
with no, he's from like Saudi Arabia.
Sweet home Saudi Arabia.
Didn't Buffy like get the same feedback like a couple feedback reports ago? Like she
Maybe.
looks exactly like my sister, so I can't masturbate to her. I swear I remember.
it was his aunt, I think.
Oh,
It was
shit.
just a family member, I think. But that wasn't the Arabic guy.
Oh.
But it's just, well, with like 3 bug reports, this guy told a story about himself and how he lost his daughter, I guess, and now he's like coping by looking upon the image of Majarian beauty. I just think it's off. Like there's just this random guy halfway across the world that was just like this tall blonde space woman is fucking hot. It's like I did that. That's awesome. I made a girl that was so hot that the guy was just like, God is worse than this. Like my religion is not worth not jacking off to this girl. And that really makes me proud because Jura would totally be like flattered by that she could seduce a man to that extent with her beauty.
As you should.
She'd be like, "Oh well, of course. My body or my beauty is just as heavenly as any god."
Oh, definitely.
So that's what I like. God bless. Allah bless. Arabic guy. Have fun jerking off before the internet censors find you and kill you.
Okay then. What about you, Joe?
I absolutely. I don't think I've gotten any worthwhile feedback on any of my characters. I do appreciate all the Kamina stuff. He tends to get like the most like positive feedback. I think like the first piece of feedback any character got was Kamina. I could be wrong though, but it was this man was made by Chads. In general, Kamina seems to be getting a bunch of positive stuff, but I also really love that Arabic guy who I interpret it in a completely different way from Spnanon. I thought it was a creepy incest thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's take a look.
Oh boy.
It says, "She reminds me of my daughter. I'm glad I don't have to masturbate anymore."
Okay.
That sounds like a creepy incest thing.
How?
It does actually.
What do you mean, how?
Well, I mean, I can kind of see how it's interpreted in a way. Like, I can kind of see both sides of it. Like,
No,
I'm glad I don't have to masturbate. Maybe he can
I'm glad
either
I
be
don't have to
saying,
masturbate to the thought of my daughter.
That man is having sex with his daughter and thinking of Sakura.
or if he has this. Oh God.
Does she remind him of his daughter because his daughter's dead?
What stage was she in?
Jeez.
I don't know. I don't think it says for feedback.
I'm sure
it
we can
doesn't.
find out.
Whatever.
All right. Who in your opinion, are the top 3 writers and top 3 modelers?
Oh, we got to pick favorites now.
Well, I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Me, and me.
I mean, Boku man is actually a pretty sweet modeler. Just saying. Pretty much.
Is that your answer, Joe? Crumbling
Me?
a rapper.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like, I've had a really weird 2 days, including like driving for like 8 hours yesterday to pick up my grandma from an airport.
Oh.
And then I had to do my driver's test today, and all I've had to eat over the last 48 hours is some cereal, a Rice Krispies treat, 2 Taco Bell tacos, and some goldfish.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been a weird 48 hours for me. I'll edit out my crunching. Don't worry about it.
Dang cough. Dang seasonal allergy. Dang it.
I'll edit that out too. Until then, where were we? Oh, yes. Dorian.
Okay. Let's see. For modelers, I'm gonna go with pretty basic picks. Halo, Bagel, and I'm gonna throw in Thursdays for my top 3 modelers. For writers, I'm gonna go with Cog. I'm gonna go with Mr. Solitaire, and I'm gonna throw in Misty.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
All very skilled people. All right, Spnanon, what about you?
Modelers. I mean, obviously you want to throw in Bagel and Halo. I think there's a lot of competition for third place. There's a lot of people that just do Kisake art all the time. There's Thursdays. There's Underscore. There's you, Joe.
Oh, thank you.
Put out some really quality 1-to-1 almost looking stuff. Rinka just floored me when I first saw her, the new one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really want to. Oh, there's Mouse too.
Oh god, yeah, that one's not even fair.
I really want to talk about how surprised I was by Halo, because Halo didn't start making stuff. He didn't join and then start making stuff. He was just a lurker. The only reason we discovered him is because Discord bugged out and made a whole bunch of him in the users list, and we pinged him.
Yeah, as a joke.
And then it turns out this motherfucker had already seen Vandred. He was a big fan. It was like Destiny. And he said he liked Maya, and it was I love this guy. And then he just picks up Kisake. And this motherfucker just immediately starts making better models than I ever had. Just so much instant natural talent. I'm just dude, have you been using Kisake for years? And he's just no, this is my second model. Holy shit, dude. Where did this come from? Same thing with Bagel. Bagel for a long time early on was just a shit poster that only posted in the Hunger Games simulators that we made.
Oh yeah, those.
And then he just came out of nowhere with these amazing models. What the fuck have you been doing this entire time?
That's the thing, Spnanon. The harder you shitpost, the better your model making powers get.
Halo doesn't really shitpost.
Yeah, I suppose.
Damn it, you got me.
There you
Got
go.
me.
You have a theory of one, and then one counterexample.
No, I also have Yuri.
Yes, Yuri's good, but she hasn't done a lot with Kisake lately. She used to post models all the time. That was one of my favorite things to look forward to, was just all these models, all these characters that she was clearly never going to get to, but it was just fun to see them.
Yeah, that's true.
I wish she did more of that, Yuri. If you're listening to this half of the podcast, just juggle more characters that I know that we all know you're never going to make, because it was still fun to see you post them. Just get that creativity out. I would rather see snippets of 30 Yuri characters than never get any of them.
Mm-hmm.
That was always fun to log into and see. Top 3 writers. Well, obviously I'm proud of my own writing work, but I'm not going to say me. I modeling wise, I know I'm not among the best here. Oh, Pat's pretty good too. I think I've worked hard on improving though. I've taken a lot of feedback and advice. Compared to where I started, at least I've gained with a relatively small amount of experience. So I'm at least that's, I always try to at least improve in the art department. I always try to do it myself, at least to force myself to improve. I'm not gonna say I'm among the best. I'm definitely not, but I at least again just try to put in the effort. Writers, Namaspa's definitely up there.
Oh yeah.
In terms of volume and the amount of characters that he's sort of juggled. The only thing that's telltale about him that I think really sticks out is like one of the things that I think like makes a writer kind of weak is if you can tell that it's them who wrote it, like across characters. I think the Masp, the only issues there with the Masp is just like some of his lines can be really wordy, which he himself has admitted. That's the only like telltale thing about him. Otherwise, he can definitely take on a lot of different personas. And he's had to juggle a lot of them, a lot of different writing projects. Let's see, Underscore. I've always considered a model of like really clever writing. Amy, like the Rifle Amy was one of the first characters to really demonstrate that, like how to show character in a really energetic way. Who I definitely kind of used as a model there for my own writing. Let's see, Mr. Solitaire has always really impressed me with like the cleverness that like Saki a little less so just because she's like more gruff, but the elegant way that Miko speaks, like the very educated way, like the very educated tone that she has, and like diction, really lets his creativity flow out. And especially with all like the strange esoteric terms that she uses because of how weird Toho is. Like I think she's just like a great fit for the creator there. And I'm always laughing at what he comes up with. It's just so clever. Like put Miko with Kazuna and you'll see what I mean. Just the creative interpretations he has for like how do I make this character's interactions with this other character interesting in a way that only they can do, and they're not just reacting to stuff. Like it is very much Miko's interpretation of what Kazuna is. Like with her head in the clouds, Miko assumes that she's like reached nirvana, like in a Buddhist sense, and she's like on a higher plane than the rest of us. That's just hilarious to me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I definitely look to those three the most in terms of good writing.
Alrighty. On my end.
Oh, Mystic Knight's good too. I always like bantering with Mystic Knight.
Misty's cool. I really hope he's in the Masquerade. Because
he hasn't done a lot lately. I think he might be busy with school.
Yeah. Where was I? Yes. My top artists, I would say. I'm pretty proud of my art, but I don't think I'm top 3. Not when we've got people like Bagel and Mouse and Halo running around. Those are probably my top 3 picks. And then for like writers, I'd say Spnanon, and then Cog and Nmas.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be my 3 for later categories.
Yeah, I tend to agree with most of those, honestly.
I mean, they are kind of the solid picks, for those kinds of questions.
I've never really paid too much attention to those, unfortunately. I mean, I've only seen... I kind of seem to have a parochial vision when it comes to looking at who's making what. Because sometimes I don't even know what you guys are... I can't even memorize everybody.
On a personal note, honorable mention goes to Dorian. Eni has always made me laugh with the dumb things that she says.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
That's also very clever.
I think Eni is Yuri's favorite character.
Yeah.
Post Eni dabbing again.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Do people even do this unironically? Yeah,
Me?
It goes back to that whole conversation you had back in Spnanon with the liking things ironically or unironically. Do people?
I'm sure the original. I'm sure the original dab was unironic.
I unironically dabbed today when I passed my driver's ed test.
Stop.
It was the first thing I did. I saw because I failed that test like twice, and then I just rescheduled it, and then I went in today and I failed again, and then I took it again and I passed. And the first thing I did was just dab. I'm
allergic to dabbing.
Came over me like a flood of emotion.
It's funny how dabbing has really like hung on. Like dabbing came into fashion like years ago. Now, like what was it 2016, 2015, and it's still
Yeah,
it's still
2016.
popular. It's still funny.
I think it's because originally it was like unironic, you would just actually do it, but since then it's just been adopted as like an ironic thing, so it's been able to just live on through that.
Have we ever located the first dab?
I mean, you could check Know Your Meme.
I think there was like a photo of like World War I soldiers, and one of them was dabbing. I know there was a 1992 college basketball game where a guy dabbed. Troy State and DeVry.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that?
Because it was the highest scoring college basketball game of all time. Officially scored as 258 to 141.
All right.
There's a whole video about it on YouTube.
I feel like we've lost track of something.
We have never been on track this entire time. Mostly because
we've been derailing all the time. I think we finished our feedback discussion.
we have been off-roading as a fucking train.
Yeah,
Yeah,
top three. We've already done that.
Oh, this is a question for me. Who do I think is not participating? Obviously, I don't think Solitaire is. I don't think he has the time. I know Spnanon isn't because I don't think that's just a thing he would be interested in.
I mean, I've already said that I'm not participating.
I mean, really, when have I ever worked with others?
Opal and Uzu. Obviously, I don't feel like they're participating. Enmasp and Natsu are too busy. I've been wondering. Sector, 13th Sector, and Misty Knight. Maybe. I know that Floor has said he's interested in it after he's finished up Tharja. I feel like he was kind of hoping he'd get me so that we could do Morag, but that didn't end up happening, obviously.
It's kind of too late to participate, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too late now. It's already signed up.
Yeah.
I've got suspicions and some thinks, and I think that Mike and Mantis and Yatter might be entering.
Mike has said that he's in it.
Well, that might be why I think that then. It seems that Pat is not entering, which is a shame because I like his stuff.
Well, he got NTR'd.
But he didn't get NTR before he participated. Blue Coin is not entering, to my knowledge. Let's see here. Who else is there?
Oh, can I interject? I just remembered a funny piece of feedback. Talk about not helpful at all. Some guy posted just in the general feedback. I think the game would be improved by removing the less attractive characters and adding more attractive characters.
You know, I like that guy's thoughts and minds. Oh, here we go.
I'm pretty sure he was thinking with his penis.
It's like,
I
well,
mean,
yeah.
what
that's
other way is there to think?
How
We make
subjective
porn.
of a thinker can you be? Like, how self-centered can you be? Like, only I find, like, everyone finds attractive the things that I find attractive. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't even explain what he found attractive. Like, we're just supposed to know and act accordingly.
Yeah. I love my little ring girl.
He just said add more attractive characters. It's like, which ones would those be?
You know, the attractive ones.
Like
Yeah.
Waluigi.
Well, of course, most people who make characters just think they're unattractive and they just put them to fuck with this guy.
It's all an elaborate ruse. Put on your hat as we board the ruse crew.
Yep.
Okay. What is your favorite line of dialogue in all of SPNatI?
Oh, there's so many of them. I mean, just there's a lot of character things that I really like. Like if Amy is in the same table as Hanako, and eventually get fucking pissed, it will be like, "Could you fucking stop?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that I found that just hilarious.
it is fun to write Hanako pissed off because it takes a lot to get her there, but once she gets there, she's there.
Another good one is when you're playing with Natsuki, and if you're a boy, just when you're about to take off your boxers, if take off your boxers, I swear to God, I'm gonna call the police. Just that one. Yeah, that's. And there was one more that Emmy. There was a line that I really liked from Emmy as well, like something about I'm gonna need my wheelchair because the dealer's screwing me funny, or something like that. Something along those lines. There's just a lot of good lines, honestly, to not have a favorite.
All right, Dorian, what about you?
I think I'm gonna bring it back to a classic. When Mia is fully naked, she says to everyone, "Keep calm, Mia. You're all you good?
So what's that?
You good there? You dying?"
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I mean, it's on topic, I guess. When Mia is naked in front of strangers, she says, "Don't stay calm, Mia. You're only naked in front of strangers." And I don't know. I just think that that's like a really just good, well put together line for like, yeah, that's right. And it's just like got that nice mix of like embarrassment yet being stern and confident all mixed together. And I didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this question.
Yeah, Corky apparently asked like 7 questions.
Thanks, Corky.
Thanks, Corky.
Appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
He single-handedly turned this into like a 3-hour podcast.
I will not let it. I will not let it.
2.5 with all the ranting.
Well, bring it on.
Spnanon, what's your favorite? The Glove World line, isn't it?
I've written like tens of thousands of lines of dialogue for all my characters, and the only line of dialogue in SPNatI that comes to mind at this moment is Moon's Glove World line.
Yeah.
If only she had more like that. Maybe it's just because I see a glimpse of what could have been. It's like a single like little bead made of gold in a mound of shit. And you just appreciate it all the more.
I like the Ochiko Futaba
Sit on your
dialogue.
face.
Yeah. You should know by now what I'm about.
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
I don't know, it's. I feel like I guess I go for comedy a lot with Revy, but somehow I just can't. Like nothing's coming to mind at the moment.
I
write so many lines for Maya, but none of them individually are like
I'm
not
sure
funny.
that Revy's lines towards Leggy.
Revy just wants to eat, Leggy. I do like the interactions I've given like characters like Revy and Maya back and forth. I guess my favorite interaction is how I got them to get into a fist fight.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
That's
I think
cool.
it's in character for them to get into a fist fight, 100%, and also they would probably be at about the same like skill and strength level in a fist fight. So really, it's just perfect.
I think Maya probably would kind of. I just honestly think Maya might have a bit more experience, but then again, Revy's are pretty badass.
Maya's got better tech.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Aren't
tech?
they like naked?
Doesn't
tech.
Maya pilot a giant robot?
Piloting
not
a
in
giant robot does not improve your fighting skill in a one-on-one bare knuckle fight.
Whenever I'm thinking of 2 characters power scaling, I think of them with all their best gear and everything they've got.
Oh yeah.
If we're going full loadouts, that would shoot up the Vandred girls quite a bit.
Yeah.
Then there's stuff like, I don't know, like it's hard to like judge. I guess we do like Planet Busters and Galaxy Busters and that weird power scaling stuff. I think Cauliflow would be among the strongest characters we have now. I don't know if anyone could like beat her.
I can already hear Solitaire typing.
Miko, I guess. I know absolutely nothing about Toho. I don't know what they're capable of.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because it's like in a very limited context of like, well, they just shoot a bunch of bullets, right?
Yeah, it's
But bullets are completely useless in Dragon Ball.
Bullets
They've
don't
never
work,
accomplished
John.
anything.
I mean, it hasn't stopped launch,
Bullets don't work.
John.
Swords work in Dragon Ball. A sword killed Frieza. But bullets have literally never done anything. The very first thing that happens in Dragon Ball is that Goku tanks a fucking pistol with his face.
Well, I thought the first thing that happened was Grandpa Gohan finding Goku.
Well, no, he's dead in the first episode. You only see that in flashbacks.
Oh, I thought they flashed forward. Okay.
No.
Nope. What's a character that you love that would make a bad SPNatI character?
That's a good question, honestly. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I considered having Kenji from Katawa Shoujo show up as well. I mean,
Yeah, that would be.
he'd be a rather interesting character, but I doubt he'd refuse to. I mean, maybe as an April Fool's character, he'll probably just refuse to play if there's at least one girl playing. Yeah, I mean, and considering the amount of there instead of boys, that'd be rather interesting. Also,
It's a feminist conspiracy.
exactly. Well, there's just too many characters I can think of. There's also the possibility of Shizune, or Shizune, as people say, Shizune and Misha, kind of working as a tag team.
Halo's got a model. Halo's got an amazing model.
Oh yeah, definitely. However, it's gonna be rather challenging to have both of them as a duo because there's just gonna be a lot of. If you remember Neapolitan from Ruby, basically a lot of her lines is just nothing. It's just gonna be rather interesting. If Shizune appears alone, that would not be ideal, honestly. So, if Shizune were to get into the game, I think she would have to be with Misha in order to actually hear dialogue from her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that probably would be an interesting concept if anyone could do that kind of. But yeah, just a lot to think about.
All right, Dorian. What about you?
I'm gonna start out by typecasting myself. Spoilers, I guess, for Ace Attorney: Spirit of Justice.
Oh.
Wendell Tonito, I think, is super fun. I love him. I love him to death. He's an amazing character, and he's great. However, he changes his gender like every other sentence, and I just think, he has a multiple personality disorder, so that he's got 3 different personalities and a secret 4th one. Spoilers, like I said. So like one of them's a chick. So I just think that, when sometimes he's just gonna transform into a chick just by saying stuff, there isn't like a trigger for it or nothing, it would really fuck with this game's coding and just other characters. It's like, yeah, he's a chick now. Now he's not. Now he is a 5-year-old. It makes sense in context.
Does it make sense?
He got drunk and turned into a 5-year-old. It made sense. Then he told about the clown lady who tried to kill a man with pasta.
I love Ace Attorney.
Isn't it great? Anyway, he, I think, wouldn't be a really great pick. The only other thing I would say are like characters I mostly appreciate for like design purposes more so than like actual characterization. Like a lot of the Pokemon girls, honestly, or like Setsuna from My Hero Academia. Like, I mostly appreciate them for their design, so I highly doubt that they would have like enough characterization in order to fully flesh them out as a character. I mean, we do have characters like Leggy who are like more fleshed out characters based on like minimal source material, but I just think it'd be just wicked hard in order to create something that's really expansive based on something that has very little character.
All right, Spnanon, what about you?
Any male character in any media that I like.
I
Saitama?
I
Gotta
just-
see Saitama strip. He's gotta win in just one punch. Just strip everyone's clothes off in one
Listen,
punch.
I like a lot of cute girls, and I like a lot of male characters, but I don't want to see them jack off.
I mean,
We don't have that kind of relationship.
I guess.
My icon, 99% of the time, is half Rinka, half Shun Kurosaki. Shun Kurosaki is my favorite male
Right now, it's just
character.
an L.
It's just L from.
People are
going to
get confused on the thumbnail for this.
Yeah, well, I can mix things up too.
Fair enough.
So, Shun Kurosaki is my answer because, like I said before, he's got like two emotions, and it's where the fuck is my sister, and I'm gonna fucking murder you with a satellite cannon strike. And that doesn't really translate very well.
Has he found his sister?
Spoilers for Arc V. Like,
He has his sister.
so his sister is part, like, his world was originally part of a different one, and that world got split into 4. And his sister was basically like magic Jesus maiden who got split into 4, and his best friend was part of Satan, magic dragon Satan, who got split into 4.
Mega
Eh.
Ultra Chicken.
Yeah, and at the end of the series, those characters get reunited and merged into the main personality, basically wiping them from existence.
Wait, can I stop you? I have a question.
Sure.
So I only know Yu-Gi-Oh from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. That's why I want Seto Kaiba.
Mm-hmm.
What card is Mega Ultra Chicken actually?
The Winged Dragon of Ra.
The Winged Dragon of Ra.
Yeah.
I think Mega Ultra Chicken is a better name.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
Shun gets fucking robbed because also they take away a lot of his screen time to give to legacy characters, and like his sister and best friend get wiped out from existence. Gone. Everybody else comes back to life, but like they're like
Why don't they just call the Winged Dragon of Ra the Dragon?
because originally in Japan it was like the sun god Ra.
Yeah, but localize it.
Shun got
The
fucking
Dragon.
robbed.
You could
'Cause-
say he was shunned.
Yeah, you could. The Arc V's ending was a fucking mess, and my boy got robbed. What Halloween costumes would you like to see a specific SPNatI characters wear?
Sorry, what was the question again? I didn't quite catch that.
What Halloween costumes would you like to see specific SPNatI characters wear?
Well, not to kind of bash on my own character, but it'd be cool if I could try to get Rin in an artist costume for Halloween. Hint, hint. But I think some other good alternatives, I guess. I mean, it seems that Akko seems to be doing most of those costumes. Like, and I saw Emmy as a pirate and lemon outfit from Akko herself, but
Oh, whoa, hold on.
yeah.
We just got something new. We got something new today, boys. We got somebody asking for characters' difficulty to be increased.
Oh, jeez.
Impossible.
Oh yeah, that's on Ami.
Yeah, that's a new one. That's a new one.
I forgot Ami was in the game.
Oh, Amy or the cowgirl or
No,
Ami.
Ami.
oh,
From
Ami.
Toradora.
There's just Amy, Ami, another Amy. Yeah, there's just too many. Just
All right. Continue Halloween talk.
yes. Well, Hanako. Definitely, we should probably have a more casual outfit of her. Like, you know, the one where she's wearing like a beret.
The hat, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice for an alternative costume.
For Halloween?
Or, I mean, I don't know. Probably not.
I could see alt costumes where they just dress up as other characters.
Oh yeah, or probably.
Yeah, I've dressed Hanako up as Lily. What do you guys think?
And
Genius.
Rin could probably be. I think it was Miko from. The other girl that lost an arm. Yeah, Rin could probably be Miko.
Wouldn't that just be her wearing like the normal girl's outfit?
Maybe, and probably just dyes her hair brown, I guess. Yeah, I mean.
Are you talking about Emmy's roommate who lost a hand?
I don't think it was a roommate. It was more of it's one of her running rivals, basically. Emmy's roommate is Rin.
Oh, I don't know. I only know it from the epilogue. It seemed like they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
And they were roommates.
Yeah,
Do they have like any kind of awkward relationship? Like she passes by Rin in the hall and Rin's like, "Oh, you lost a hand. What a horrible disability."
Yeah. I
so
could just
devastated.
imagine her being that blunt to her. Just, hey, you lost a hand. Cool. I collect people.
I wonder what it's like to have one hand.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
It just sounds really nice.
I wonder what it's like to have longer stumps.
I'd shake hands with you, but I just can't. Yeah, I'm pretty good at interpreting her personality, so there you go.
I'm trying to figure out how to shake hands with you, but I'm stumped.
I won't shake hands with you, but at least we know who we are now. I make all kinds of references.
Doria, what about you?
My philosophy when it has come to alt skins is, to provide something that you really wouldn't have been able to get like beforehand. So like with Eni's alt skin, I just made her into Dahlia because I thought that would I wanted to add something on. So I kind of agree with what Spnanon said. If you want to make an alt skin, I really think that turning characters like into other characters is probably the best idea. Like, making them the villains from their own games or from other things, like how Monica turns into what's her name?
Giffany?
Motherfucking
Giffany. Dot Giffany.
Yeah, Giffany, and then into the other
Or
Jiffany
Jiffany if you're a psychopath.
Is it Giffany or is it Jiffany?
I mean,
it's Giffany if you're Giffany if you're a psychopath.
Thing. It like in the actual Gravity Falls, it's pronounced Giffany, but
People who pronounce it GIF are subhuman garbage.
I mean, the creator of GIFs.
I mean, maybe they
actually
just
said
really
GIF
like
was
peanut butter.
Yeah.
They should perish for it.
For liking peanut butter?
Yeah.
I love peanut butter though.
Then you will die like a dog.
Joke's on you.
Peanut
I'm
butter
already
is
a ghost.
great.
I'm already a Rotom. I'm already a ghost. I fooled you all.
He got us.
I could possess things like the lap. I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't really have many specific examples, but I do think just like playing to type, just to create make it another character, because like eventually they're going to be naked and be the exact same character. And I don't know, I think it's more interesting if you try to adopt or change around the gimmick just a little bit for their new outfit. Those are my thoughts anyway.
Spnanon, what about you?
Well, there is one piece of fan art which I'll post, and you can edit it in, which has Maya dressed up as a sexy nurse.
Ooh.
All right.
That's not bad. That's
So
not what
that
I thought you were
exists.
going to post when you said Maya fan art, but
But let
I
him
don't-
live.
I don't like you.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, I think I actually considered making 2B at one point, and maybe Maya could just have an alt skin where she dresses up as 2B. She could take the blindfold off first. That'll be like her eyepiece. It would work.
Yeah, you can make that work.
So yeah, I mean, 9S literally says, "Oh, you remind me of 2B." There's that. I mean, the Cupid outfit that she has for Valentine's Day would be a pretty good fit for Halloween anyway. Like, I can imagine Maya just like having one Halloween costume that she wears just to get the other crewmates to like shut up about it. And she just like, I will wear this every year. This is just what I wear. Stop bothering me. But I mean, Revi can just dress up like a showgirl or like radical Revi-chan the way she always does. She's used to dressing up. Jura, I don't even know. I mean, I guess sexy anything. She could be like a succubus. She could like dress up like Morrigan. Ryuko, I don't even know.
I'd like to see somebody just in a sheet with like the eyes, the holes cut into it for like.
The Charlie Brown ghost.
Yeah. And then once they take it off, they continue completely as normal. Here for Halloween, Mahiru. I've mentioned to Cog an idea. I hope he goes through with it. She gets an alternate outfit in the anime.
Does Mahiru go as a ghost because she's dead?
No.
Too soon.
I'm gonna do a Rinka ult where I make her more like Oni-esque. Probably with one of like the masks that they have.
You already turned her into a fucking jack-o'-lantern,
That was Tim.
and that doesn't count?
Well, the outfit also doesn't have a ton of her new poses.
So it just doesn't work?
Yeah.
I was so grateful for Based the Lonely Phone Box, who literally I just sent them all Maya's post files, and I'm like, yeah, you just can you please remake her costume with this new model like by the time February rolls around? This motherfucker gets it done in a week. It's like, you didn't need to do that, but goddamn, does she look good? I was just really happy to see that because I wanted that to still be functional, at least by the time the next Valentine's Day rolled around.
It looks good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna post it just because it looks good. I mean, he went through the effort of actually making the costume better than it was before, like more detailed. Look how cute she is with her book. This is the part where you agree with me.
All right.
I agree with you.
I will edit that in.
Joe, that's the great thing about you, is that I can trust you and that you will actually edit it in.
I know.
You used to be bad about that, and I made fun of you, and now you're good about it.
Yeah. I don't go back on my word anymore. That's
You
my.
used to say that you would edit stuff out or fix it in post, and then you never did.
Yeah.
Now you do.
Mm-hmm.
Other than Moon.
We had some rough early episodes. Like the first half of this podcast, we were always having audio issues where I would get like delayed 15 seconds behind everyone by the end or something.
Yeah.
Or someone else would be ahead and they'd just be reacting to stuff that didn't happen. Or it'd make them sound like they were constantly cutting people off and just being a huge asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were always having problems like that, or like we would get distorted, and our voices would just go like suddenly deep and like all weird. But we haven't had problems like that in a while. So shout outs to Joe.
Oh, I have no idea what like caused those problems, and I have no idea what'll happen or how to fix them if they happen again. We've just been getting lucky.
Just don't do anything different from what you're currently doing.
Got it.
Ever. Maybe it was just your computer, and now you have a better computer that didn't die.
That could be it.
Your computer was just in the process of melting when it distorted the audio.
All right, let's see. 2 more questions. Other than Moon, who is worst girl? I'm trying to get this to under 3 hours.
I mean, I don't see. Yeah, Moon isn't too bad, I guess. Though, if we're talking about worst girls,
Let's limit this to online.
Oh, online? Yeah, I could just go on characters. I'm probably gonna go with like some of the ones that are kind of right at the bottom, like Elaine or Meg, that haven't gotten an update in like such a long time.
I can agree with Meg because she says the only line she says all the time is just "I call epic poop."
Yep.
It's like, oh yeah, that's a turn on.
Oh, totally. Yeah, that's really all. That's kind of just. At least
Sonya has default blush stickers. Can we talk about that?
I mean, at least Moon has character, and Elaine and Meg are just kind of stiff.
Moon is so much better than a few of the bottom of the barrel
At
girls
least
down here.
Moon is unique.
It is a sad state of affairs down here with some of them.
Yeah, admittedly, I actually she was actually one of the first characters I tried out before when I came into SPNatI. So
it's like a total blast from the past. Some of the girls at the bottom here are like, oh yeah, I remember.
Yep.
But yeah, Meg talks about poop. Sonya rubs poop on her face.
Are you fucking what?
Well, it's camo, but it kind of looks like shit.
Yeah, it does kind of look like shit. I was about to say, like, I thought you were actually being serious. She's actually rubbing shit on her face.
Hey, that's a niche. We haven't had a character who
could probably make a comment on that. I'm pretty sure. Like, is that poop covered? Why are you rubbing shit on you or something? I
Why are
don't
you
know.
rubbing shit on your face, girl?
That's a weird color. Like, that's a weird color for your camo, your blitz. It's poop colored.
It's exfoliating. Opens
All I'm
the
thinking about
pores.
is the one like Dave Chappelle bit that he has or routine where it's just like crackhead stole his candy bar. So he just like drives around a neighborhood for 3 hours looking for him. Then he gets out and like grabs him by the shirt. He's like, "What's all this chocolate on your face?"
It's not chocolate.
That's what the crackhead says. He's like, "Chocolate. This is doo-doo, baby."
And you said you were serious.
But yeah, Sonya is just. I don't feel bad about making fun of these characters because their creators aren't around. Like, nobody is going to sit here on the podcast and make an enemy of a person that's still working on the game.
Yeah, really.
So might as well just go with. I mean, even you, sir, when he was around, is like, yeah, Sonya is bad, and he wasn't updating her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's so old. Just look at her, and she has.
I'd
8
rather
layers.
not.
She has 8 layers. You have to make her lose 8 times just so she can rub shit on her face. That's your reward.
So horny. I'm just so horny right now. She's just
8 layers used to be like really popular, and now it's kind of fallen out of fashion. But so many old characters had 8 layers. You can see like the statistics Andres posted how many characters, like offline characters, are really hard because they all have 8 layers.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be the thing to do. I've never made an 8-layer character. I don't plan on ever doing it.
Yeah, I probably won't either.
Imagine having to write lines for that many layers.
I'd rather not.
Spnanon. Imagine Spnanon writing lines.
I mean, it just kind of gets boring because like they have so many like little doodads that like with 8 layers that they just don't change all that much in between.
Yeah, I'm thankful Rin doesn't have a lot of layers. Because literally just tie, sandals, then the rest of the fucking clothes.
Dorian, what was your answer?
I mean, I'm just gonna basically just agree with y'all here. I mean, just like you can pick most any bottom of the barrel character, and you could probably say that's worst girl, but just on online, really the biggest crime is just being kind of bland or just
Just being boring.
default. It's being boring. I don't think online we have any character. I mean, like, maybe besides Moon, or depending on what you think of Samus, that can be, like, described as just
I forgot about Samus.
very bad. Like,
I tend to
Samus-
forget Samus exists now too.
Yeah.
Samus is kind of forgettable. I really only acknowledge Samus if she's with, like, Pit or Pauline. Or Paulina. Ugh. Or Paulatina. God damn it. I'm thinking of, like,
Miss
the
Pauline.
Mario chick.
Dude, somebody should make Pauline.
You know?
She'd be a better fit than like Princess Peach. Like Pauline does nightclubs and shit.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Jump up and fly out. I can't fucking remember.
See?
That's the one. Yeah, I'll agree with you guys. I think that I've never played a game with Meg, and that's weird because she's a redhead. I should be all about that.
Right? That's the kind of girls I'm kind of into as well. Just redheads with bangs.
But like, it's just
People
nothing about.
say she's the girl next door, and like,
Doesn't she have a hat? I'm into girls that wear
does.
hats.
yes, she has a hat
How come I've never played her?
because you can just smell the shit on her. That's all she talks about.
And I have no idea what Dead by Daylight is. It's
Is
like
this
so
like the sick
obscure.
cast? We've all been coughing this entire time.
Yes.
It's winter season. It's flu season.
Yeah.
Is
These
this-
allergies have turned into a cough for me.
Oh god, is that what the episode's gonna be called? Like the sick ward?
Yes. Do it. Do it.
Sure, why not?
The sick ward. I love it.
Dude, I'm on a roll for naming episodes.
Hey, Dorian. Would you
Yo.
approve of a Navi epilogue in which your small frame gets penetrated by the player's full-size penis by the power of hentai logic? Or would that be too fetishy?
I mean, I would never make something like that, and I
Coward!
don't find Navi sexually attractive.
And yet you made her for a porn game.
It was a free model, and I had no self-esteem, so I just made whatever someone told me.
You just let people boss you around.
God, I should have roped you into writing someone actually worth it.
Perhaps, but then I gained a
that's
sense
what
of...
That's what I gotta do. I just gotta go find somebody with no self-esteem and give them some models and tell them, write for me, monkey.
No, dude. Dorian, listen. I know what you can do. You want to make
Yeah?
a good Navi epilogue? Okay. Make this like
No.
she's already like she's already like an epilogue buddy. Like if Felicia didn't exist, she'd be one of the first ones people would go to. So you got to make this like a deluxe all-star epilogue where it's like a montage of her giving advice of how to bang all the other girls, and then you just see the player character just banging all these other girls from the game.
Like
Oh,
Malin.
Cool.
Malin, the redheaded cowgirl.
Oh well, you can make Zelda models if you want. You can make it Zelda girls from
Just
SPNatI.
all the Zeldas from all the different timelines and just banging
Yeah,
them
man.
one after the other after the other after the other.
Navi's advice helps you like get laid.
I know Halo has a Mifa model. Mifa, the fish shark girl from Breath of the Wild.
Just do that,
Yes.
Genius.
dude.
Alright.
I am known for my epilogue setups.
I'm not
You
letting.
see how people say that the Ryuka epilogue is just like a little mini Kill la Kill episode.
I'm sorry, Spnanon, but you will not be having sex with Yoko in Kamina's epilogue.
What will you be doing?
having sex with Kamina.
Can the player be on top?
Yeah, I don't know.
That depends on what you mean by on top. All right, we're gonna do it. It's been under 3 hours. We did it.
Well, there you go.
Can the Kamina epilogue for a guy just be like you go and like hit the town and like try to score some chicks?
Since epilogues no longer
Can Kamina be my wingman?
take images into account, Spnanon, I will make a completely separate epilogue just for you, where you go and he wingmans you. If you name your character Spnanon.
I actually have an Easter egg when I actually wrote my own name, and she actually says a line if my name is put on there. So,
Like your real name?
yep.
Damn, dude, now we're gonna be able to like go into her files and figure out your real name.
Go for it. Yeah, next time I'm on here, in fact, you'll find out.
Amy
Well,
has
for-
a line for if you play as Dorian. She asks you why.
that'd be really funny. Just a nod to the actual creators.
Alrighty,
I mean,
we're gonna end this episode here so that it can be under 3 hours. Thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, it's nice
thanks
being
for
here.
having me. Yeah,
Thank you for tagging in Dorian.
no problem. Happy to be here.
Spnanon, thank you for being our co-host.
Are you gonna thank me for dragging it out to 3 hours?
No. Thanks for listening.
I know you might not understand the gravity of the situation. I know that you might believe that there is no gravity in space, but
What's with all the space jokes all of a sudden?
I was just making fun of CinemaSins and his "There's no gravity in space" quote, which is
We've gotten
fundamentally untrue.
quite off topic.
Is this just Yuri dunking on CinemaSins now?
Yes,
Was there a controversy
It's
where they
bad
said there's no gravity in space?
They say it all the time. But
bad critique.
to railroad us back on topic, because we want to get this episode to be a shorter one. Spnanon, have your upcoming projects changed?
Just edit it out, like you edit out all my rants.
I moved them to the
Every
end.
time I make a good point, you put it at the end.
Not every time.
God damn it. Yuri, stop crinkling your potato chips.
I'm eating jelly beans. Let me live.
Oh, now I want jelly. Fuck, no.
What makes Rotom so sentimental?
Well,
Do you not know the backstory of how it got the name?
Wait. So, my username?
No, how Rotom got the name Rotom.
Motor.
Oh,
Was it
backwards?
Pokemon
Motor
Lore
back-
time?
It's motor backwards.
Yeah, but do you know who named it that?
Nope.
A dyslexic kid?
No. Remember Platinum, that old man in the lab coat who joins Team Galactic that's not in Diamond and Pearl? It's like Charon or something.
Sharon? Sharon.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember.
Sharon, Joe, because that's one of Pluto's moons. You
Yes.
absolute brainlet.
I've never pronounced it aloud! Yes,
See?
but he
But
named
it's
it.
a real woman's name.
I've never pronounced it aloud! He named it Rotom. Anyway.
Did
Yuri,
your age just get
A lot
worse
of people
every
say
time?
that.
Luke?
It seems really unbelievable to me that they would take their big feminist icon Ray and then have her end her story as a slave and only relevant as the mother of a male character. I don't think they're going to go in that direction, guys.
I doubt it.
She becomes Palpatine.
Ray realizes she's transgender and also trans age.
Or just ages, because it's time travel. I feel
I
like
really like the idea Red Letter Media had, where it was just like the Ewoks worship Palpatine's like burned up corpse from like falling down the vector.
What?
There's just it like crashed into Endor, and now there's like weird zombie Ewoks that worship him.
So Five Guys bar and fries.
So here's the thing
Bar
about the
and thighs, you
Ewoks.
fucking
The
flexible.
thing about the Ewoks is that
Are you
they-
serious?
eat.
Can we have one short episode?
Just put
They
it at
eat
the end.
stormtrooper meat. They eat
Oh my
stormtrooper meat, right? They cook and eat the stormtroopers. I assume they also feed it to like the heroes, but that's like a side sort of thing. Like the cannibalism is sort of sides to this. But the Ewoks, despite the fact that they eat meat, human meat, they have flat like herbivore teeth, meaning they're not designed for eating meat. They just do it because they like it. Like they enjoy killing a man and eating his flesh, and I think that's pretty messed up.
Speaking of eating,
Is this one of your comedy bits? You go
No.
up and talk about Ewoks.
No, it's too niche. This is why I have to find an audience here.
Star Wars is too niche.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, so it's kind of a niche for me, I guess.
I feel like Joe Layabout knows what an Ewok is.
I mean, I know what an Ewok is, like, at least.
Or at least he'd know, oh, it's those weird teddy bear things from one of the movies.
So, anyways, 5.5 guys.
Yes. What are your thoughts? I
Where are you
can't.
driving, Joe?
Into the cloud sea.
What?
The cloud sea.
Is that how they describe getting high in his world?
Fucking they better.
Sorry, so the thing on his gauntlet is like a vape? Is it like a...
No, it's a grappling hook because he goes, he dives off of the back of like these giant
So he's a
titans.
scuba diver.
Pretty much, he's a glorified scuba diver. Everybody lives on these giant monsters. There's
Okay,
no
Why does he
land
look like he's 12?
because he's meant to be an audience insert, and all the audiences are fucking incels that want to jack off to their waifus. I'm gonna start getting angry.
We
Wait,
haven't
no,
even-
Spnanon!
Incels wouldn't be into Japanese media. They would just consider it like white genocide.
No, but like they completely forget about all that. There are a lot of people who are into anime that are also racist. It might surprise you to know.
So!
They're like the Nazis. They just consider Japanese like honorary white
So!
Yes, incels are Nazi.
Oh my god.
And so are fans of Xenoblades 2.
Oh my god! 5 guys, 5.5 guys, bars and fries.
people. Oh, I love
Fans
eating
of
at Five
Xenoblades
Guys,
2 are as
Give good
bad as
burgers.
Hitler.
Five Guys at Freddy's.
but it's a little soggy. The fries are good, kind of.
The fries are delicious.
Did I do something wrong to you, Spnanon? Did I shit on your dog's grave or something?
What's wrong with what we're doing?
We haven't gotten like we've been.
It's banter and punditry.
We've
It's only
been.
been an hour.
So what's
Yes!
Matthew Nevermore up
It's
to?
usually 4 hours anyway, but
Why
whatever.
can't you just? You're just
I have to edit this, and I work in 8-hour shifts tomorrow.
just quit your job.
No.
What do you need money for?
What the heck is money?
Just don't buy shit.
Just don't breathe.